Static in the signal line. Red lights and the bird design. Cold voice say this world ain't mine. Still I move like it's by design. Low bass in the hollow room. Black silk in the rising dome. Every breath like a sonic boom. I don't run, I consume. Blood static in the night air. No love, we don't fight fair. Cold, we don't play scared. Turn pain into nightmare. If it glitch, let it distort. If it crack, let it report. Ash fall from the last war. We don't hear, we transform. Step slow, hope I collapse. Eyes low, I don't react. Every move like a trap. I don't miss, I adapt. Flash, flick in the dim frame. No face, just a code name. All black, in the cold game. I don't lose, I don't claim. Velvet tone in the meltdown. Luxury in the breakdown. I don't flex, I shut down. Every noise when I step round. Train cut, I rewire it. Whole scene, I retire it. If it dark, I inspire it. Turn void into fire pit. I don't speak, I project. Every move got effect. Heavy crown on my neck. Still I move with respect. Blood static in the night air. No love, we don't fight fair. Cold, we don't play scared. Turn pain into nightmare. If it glitch, let it distort. If it crack, let it report. Ash fall from the last war. We don't heal, we transform. Static stuck in my brainwave. Cold thoughts in the grave state. Dead dreams.
Yo! Hey guys, welcome. I really hope you all doing good. I really hope you all had a good day, night, evening, morning, or time in general if you're watching it like later on YouTube. And also if it's like that, like if you're watching it like later on YouTube or in VOD, I hugely appreciate it. Just much love, like also for watching and supporting on there as well. And guys, welcome to a new Twitch stream. And also a spooky Monday. That is also like something special. Like finally, I hope you hear the music and you don't see me. Yeah, like I'm at the new place. Yeah, it's like different location for now 2 months, and then I'm like moving again, then in my own place, or hopefully not like a hotel or so in between, like really. Yeah, but guys, it's just so nice to be like online again, and also that everything is working. Very happy about it. Like it was already last time, like on Friday I tried and it was like not working at all, like sadly not. And then I tried again like with LAN cable, and then finally everything worked. Yeah. Yo, Kelsey, welcome. I really hope you're doing good. I hope you had like a good time lately. So glad to see you again. Yeah. Hey, likewise. Like I can say it also likewise. Like really, I'm very happy to be capable of like streaming. But it's just so heated up. Like I'm in the roof of like the house. It's just like so heated up. I hope by you like the weather and everything is good, that you have it nicely. The only thing is I can't smoke inside. It's a little bit shitty, not gonna lie. And I'm also fully tired. I don't know if you guys see that. Surely, yeah. I'm so destroyed, like Lily. I was like, the last week was so fucking pain. But it's like finally over, and now I have like slowly like a little bit calmer, but still like fully packed with like stuff to do. Yeah. But I hope you're doing good, Kelsey. And yo, Frank is also here. Howdy, Luna. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just tired. I wanted like to buy a vapor tonight, and the gas station didn't have the vapor. I was going inside. I was saying, do you guys have the Elf Bar Pro? And she was like saying, nope. I'm not sure if she was like just knowing that it doesn't have, or she was like looking at me and thought like I would be below 16 or so. I need always to show my ID when I go somewhere new, when I want to buy cigarettes or so. Cheers to y'all. Cheers, guys. But we have so heated up, like here. It was a little bit like yeah, rainy at 7 in the morning, but the whole day it was then just like heated up. How was it by you guys? And just big kisses, guys, like for the awesome vibe between each other. Just big kisses like to you all. I hope you guys can hear me good. Also music, that everything is good. Oh, like my belly. I can understand that, no offense, but I would card you too. Yeah, like I was also like I was going outside of the parking slot and I was like, did I got just handed out because I was like looking just like too young? Like it's very warm and humid here, really. Like we had like also like we had surely like 35, like really hot. Tomorrow it should like come a thunderstorm by us. Oh. Yeah, like now tomorrow I need to go to the grocery store, to the main grocery store, and then I try there my luck. Yeah, like. Or I go again like to the gas station and I try again by just another person because I know they have it. Like I need also like to get pots there. Oh, like sometimes I just miss my gas station. The thing is like when I want to go back to my place, I just pay 16 bucks. Like 8 francs for going just like one distance, like just one route. It's like so, and also like today, oh my gosh, I was like already wasting 24 because like I was going to the train station. I needed to go back and forth like to my old place and to my new place here, and I was going to the tickets, the train ticket machine, and I was like putting everything in, like my location and the destination I want to go, made everything, then I paid with card, and then it should be printing the ticket out and should drop down like just in a gap that you can take it. Of course it was not printing it out. I was paying it. I was just paying it, and then it was not spitting it out. I was like in front of the machine. I was like, bro, are you fucking kidding me now? I was like already thinking like, how should I now say that? Like, yeah, like I was here like paying a ticket. Like no one believes that. Oh my gosh. Just like a shitty situation. Like really. I was then going just like I was going on the train. Like literally, I paid for it. This is like fucking scam. That was like literally scamming me. And then I was like also on the way back I was then just getting a ticket again. That's the reason why I paid them 24. Yo Tony, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I hope also you're doing good. That sucks. Yeah, like it's Oh, it's just fucking shitty that it was like not printing it. Like especially it should be refilled every day. Yeah, I don't know. And then I have like here sunburn, like here on the shoulder, on the arm. Just turn to a redneck slowly. Just big kisses, guys. Like much love to all of you for being here. Just mwah. And look, the haircut's really nice with the oil. I was putting like yesterday, like papaya nut oil into the tips of my hair. Just yeah, like oh, what did I do now? That was not so abrupt. I was pressing space. Yeah, no, like it was really like working good out. Looks like better already. I've like still some oil. Oh, I'm not even sure. Boah. Boah, the pizza was too much. Just big kisses, guys. Like much love to all of you. Ah. I need to be careful here by this stream. Oh my gosh, it's still cold. Uh, I literally can't say the same. Yeah, like I like pizza is delicious, but it fills the belly up so much. Is it not right? It's nicely like with my owl. Like fully like in my bed now. Looks really pretty, just big kisses. Yeah, like the hair is now like nicely, like it doesn't look like that destroyed that much. I'm useless right now, I feel it. Hey, I saw like Nick Crowley had a new video. We can watch like some nice spooky videos. We have now like nice spooky Monday together, but not a really long one. I need also to go here and there like outside for smoking. From tomorrow on, I'm gonna stream late night. Just that you know it. Because I need like, it sounds really shitty, but I need money. It's like, I'm just being honest to it. But like, I will definitely now like do late night until I reach the goal. Even if it needs to be every day, except Monday. Monday is like kind of, we're gonna save that now up. Like for me, the Spooky Monday was always like a big part also, even if we had like here and there some breaks, but Spooky Monday was like one of the things that stayed the longest, and it's still awesome. I mean, like I enjoy it. Just have everything here. I just big kisses, guys. Ugh. Where's like even my fan? Oh, I found it. Look, I have here something. Oh, that's like unbelievable, so good. Was thinking of ordering pizza today so I don't have to cook when I get home perfectly. And like pizza is a good idea, but when it's so yeah, like heated up, I regret it in a way a little bit. I was waiting for you on late night website. Yeah, I that's the reason why I said like look closely. Like that's the thing when you just don't look like the post. Just imagine you would wait now like an hour or so. Now like tomorrow I have like the vapor, and then I'm just vaping. Then 14 degrees here. We have 20, and in here is surely like 26 or so. Yeah, like how should I do it now? Should we do like first like a little bit just chatting, or should we like watch already? I think we watch already. Like Nuke's top 5 or so. I'm gonna look quickly. And then while we watch, I'm gonna roll then. If Nuke's top 5 doesn't have a new video, then I'm like asking myself. What happened? 6 months ago. Six months, nothing like Nuke's top 5. It's around 33 Celsius here. Oh my gosh. And like we had like also 34 like today peak, 34 to 35. Oh, it's like a wall when you go outside, like literally. Like oof. I hope like at least like you have inside like of the workplace like a nice AC or so. Oh guys, I was driving a lot of times just back and forth with the scooter. And like my hips are killing me. I have like so muscle soreness. Just exactly like here. Like when I'm trying to stretch my body, it's like fully hurting. Oh my gosh. But it's still good. Yo, Dizzle! Yo, welcome. I really hope you're doing good. Hey, long time also no see. Hey, just like very nice that you also joined. Like, hey, like already so many people just joined. I'm very happy that I was deciding for doing a Twitch stream right now. Yeah, just big kisses to you guys. I hope you're doing good, Dizzle. I hope you had like a good day, good start into the week. Your muscles gonna get used to it again. Yeah. Also like just stretching like good. Not doing now too much in the next days. But hey, today when I was driving with the scooter, I felt so like damn, the whole week was too much. Like really, like I'm doing good. I hope you've been doing well. Yeah, like it was like I'm doing also good, but it was a hell of a ride. Like the last week especially, it was so much like BS going on and everything like in private life. I'm finally like moved out. Like I moved out of my mom's place, but I'm just in an Airbnb right now, and right now I'm in the middle of like looking with the socials, and then hopefully like in those 2 months that I'm here, I'm gonna get a new place, my own apartment. Then finally like nice AC at work, or like then perfectly. I wish I would have in some days, I don't know, perhaps like in a week or so, I will have like a fan in here, just nicely like blowing cool air. At least that I have like then something. Wait a minute. Just my little servant needs to deliver it. Hey, like I have so many like plushies that I found also. Oh yeah, like I got now like my seal. Just nicely like my seal back. Just so nicely. Just nicely. Puppet master, exactly. Just like it's too many. It's too many. I can't like even all fit them. Oh, but like cuddling is not good. I mean, yeah, like it's good, but not in the heat. Oh. But yeah, like I'm very happy that you guys are like all here like at the moment. Just much love. I hugely appreciate it. And I would say like I'm gonna quickly like look out some spooky videos and then we're gonna watch it. I would say. Oh, that's doing good. Okay, I need to stop before I like addiction. But also cheers to you all, like when we have already a nice round like this, then cheers to you guys. Mwah. Tomorrow will be a late night, Wednesday late night. Like just that you know, we will have like a lot of late nights. Perhaps I'm gonna do here and there some breaks, some 1-2 days break, depending. But I'm going full throttle into it. Just that you know it. And I said it before already, like to some of the people here. Just I can't smoke like inside here, like in the room. That's like really like a big bummer. I was like trying to buy today like a vapor, but it was sadly not possible. Sadly they didn't have it. The one that I was searching for. Like I wanted to buy like one that I can always like buy new pots to it. Just have like capsules that I can just put in. Cheers to ya. Just much love like for being here. Mwah. Just big kisses to you all. Yeah, like does have Lazy Masquerade like a new video? I know like Nick Crowley has a new one. Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago I see it right now. 6 ordinary photos hiding disturbing stories. 5 disturbing cases that'll destroy your faith in humanity for good this time. Uh-oh. For good this time? Yeah, we can look into it. I put also Visual Venture. Do you guys have like something? Like a video that is like fitting for the spooky vibes? Impossible cold cases solved by accident. Okay, that sounds interesting. Most disturbing things AI has actually done. Most disturbing unlisted videos on YouTube. Oh no, it's like the Elsa Gate stuff. Okay, all videos are already like very promising. Has Nexpo one? Oh, the deadliest video on the internet. That's from Nick Crowley. Otter. Percy has like also a new mystery video. One month ago. I didn't plan it. No video idea. Okay, then we go fully spontaneously in. Too bad it's no teleporter, or I could send you a fan, slushy, tobacco vape, and broccoli vape. Would be good. Like just instantly, like poof, like instant. Just not slow, Frank. But also like it's good. Like at least like you have a AC or so. I'm happy that you guys could like enjoy the heat a little bit better. The only option at the moment for me is really like go outside and having window open. But as soon as I have like the computer on, it's heating up the whole room. Yeah, but just much love, big kisses for that. I would say we go into it. We can still like watch like how was it called? Belzebub? Or we can watch Creepy Vid. Oh no, like. Or a Creepy Vids video. 6 disturbing final moments ever caught on live stream. Live stream? Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, we got our first video. Yeah, now like when I have like the vape, then I can always get like that while smoking, like while being in here. I think it will be then also good for the future, for the near future. Just like when I go into my own apartment or so. But I'm gonna look that I have a fucking balcony. Like something like this. Hey, now like the old apartment where I have been didn't have like a balcony. That was the most stupidest thing. And from which person I got this fucking apartment? From my auntie. Okay, guys. Oh, it's so nice to be back. We're gonna have now a good time together. I have a little bit of stuff like on the side where I need like to have also focus on, but I'm looking forward to be more online here, especially when everything is going well and I have like my own apartment. Then I will perhaps like go full throttle into streaming. Then I have like fully, yeah, like calm my own space. Yeah. You will see it. Mwah. Okay, let go. Just a little bit of music. Lego. 6 disturbing final moments ever caught on live stream. Lego into it. I hope like with the format everything is good. You guys need to say if it's echoing or not. Like just always let me know. Okay, wait. Oh, it doesn't look like it, that it's. Why do I need to cut that like always? This is so strange. It's like even Spooky Monday. I hope it's like the right size even. I also need yeah, like to put oh, I need to put the subtitles in that you have like also everything. I hope it's good like this. Oh, it's good like this. But like the the screenshot right now. What the fuck, eh? I think on the left side is a little bit cut off. It's like every time when I have like other stream sets, it's like also changing the format, and it's in a way strange because like why it should do that. Then on the left side. I need like to put in light mode. Then I would see like much better the difference.
In this video.
My eyes! And I see clearly also where the border is. Yeah, look. Okay. Now I can make it like fully exact. Okay, good. Easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, okay, not really, like, but with the light mode, absolutely easy going, yeah? Good.
In this video, a drunk...
Guys, I kind of missed like to say that, like Lily. Guys, if you want to check out like the channels that we watched tonight, if you like one of those videos, I can highly recommend it to check all of those out. Leave like a nice comment, like their videos if you like also like their content, and always spread love. Like just much love also for creepy vids that we can watch like the video. And what? Like an hour? Yeah, okay, I'm not sure if we're gonna watch like everything. It's a fucking hour.
The most disturbing act.
Yeah, okay, let's go to this one. Holy shit. I didn't expect it now this. Yeah, like we go to 5 most disturbing accidents ever caught on camera. You never saw anything. That was instantly like changing plan in an instant. Yeah, like I want like to watch a little bit, like a lot of different, like from different creators, that it's not like from one so long. Yeah, and tonight I'm also not sure if like I'm gonna do it like so long, like the stream, if I could hold out until 4, 5, 6 p.m. a.m. Yeah, like I'm not sure about that. But we're gonna stream now like a little bit, have a nice time together, a nice spooky Monday. And yeah, just then tomorrow or so I'm surely then more fit, because today I was also like a lot, yeah, going around. Like I need to get like the last stuff also from my stuff, like that was still not here. And yeah, like this steadily back and forth, it's I'm so done with it. Like this, that was now too much. Yeah, like tomorrow we have the full-fledged experience, or now like the more days go by, the more resting time I have, then the better it gets. Like really. Yeah, just much love. Like let's go into it, guys. Lego.
Accidents are often the ones that happen in places
is it
built
good?
to feel controlled. A ride is supposed to be checked. A race
Is it good?
to have safety teams nearby.
Oh, it's surely like very
supposed
quiet
to
for
feel
you.
harmless. But in the clips you're about to see, that sense of control disappears in seconds. In this video, a fairground car flies off its track with two young cousins inside.
Holy shit!
A MotoGP race turns into tragedy in seconds,
Oh my
and a water
gosh.
park party suddenly erupts into a fireball in front of thousands of people. These are some of the most
Oh, is it
disturbing
even possible
accidents
that the
ever
boat is,
caught on
like,
camera.
accelerating so fast?
Let's dive straight into the first clip.
No echo.
On
It's
March
good.
11th,
Fuck yes.
2022,
All good for
two
me.
young
Okay, very
cousins
good.
visited Playland
Yeah, but
Park near the
just
Jockey
much love.
Club in Lima,
Then lean
Peru,
back and enjoy,
expecting
guys.
a normal night at the fair. They were 11 and 13 years old, and according to their family,
New
the
cupboard.
ride they boarded was supposed to be for older riders. The attraction was called La Nave Voladora, or the Flying Ship. It was a fast circular ride, with small
Did I
cars
said
connected
that I
together
don't like
as they moved
any
around
kind
an
of
oval
those
track.
attractions?
From the ground, it looked
mean,
like
like,
a typical,
it's
intense
fun,
amusement ride.
But it's
Loud music,
also like
bright
fucking-
lights, and cars
Yeah, like
swinging around the
risky,
track
like
while
Lily.
people screamed and laughed. But as the ride picked up speed, one of the cars suddenly failed.
Oh shit! Hey,
The car carrying the two boys came loose from the track, lifted out of place, and slammed down beside the ride. The impact was so violent that both boys were thrown from the car and onto the ground. In seconds,
Damn,
the
man.
excitement around the ride turned into panic as people
Damn.
rushed toward them, and other riders were helped out. The boys were taken to a nearby clinic. The younger child suffered bruising to his head, face, arm, and back, while the older boy had more serious injuries involving his ribs, collarbone, and
no
lung.
way.
He was moved to intensive care so doctors could monitor him closely, but thankfully, both boys survived and were able to leave the hospital within a short time. After the footage spread
Sorry
online,
for this-
investigators
for the noise.
found that the ride had suffered a mechanical failure that caused the car to slip out of place. But the situation became even more troubling when officials discovered that Playland Park did not have permission to operate at that location that night, because its authorization had already expired. The park was ordered to
Oh.
close, and the company was later fined for putting visitors at risk. And while the two boys
yeah.
survived, the video remains disturbing because of
Holy
how
shit.
little warning
Yeah,
there
like,
was.
It looks nice.
One
or
moment,
so,
they
but
were
it's,
sitting in a
like, still from
fairground
a
ride like
company.
everyone else. The next, the car they trusted
And,
to
like,
hold
not
them
even the
safely
company is
was
the,
no
like,
longer on the
using
track.
those machines.
And from
Like,
one
the
sudden
company that
failure,
is
we moved to another moment
manufacturing
no
it
one saw coming.
Is yeah, like handing it out.
Marco
or just
Simoncelli was one of the most
selling
fearless
it to
riders in
some
MotoGP. He was
carnivals
fast, aggressive,
or what
unpredictable,
else, and they
known
gonna
for
use
racing
it.
with a
Like,
level
it's
of
kind like the
confidence
new
that made him
groups.
impossible to ignore. Fans loved him for that energy. But
Always
on
trust
October
stuff like
23rd,
this, how you would trust
2011,
people.
during the Malaysian Grand Prix at
Okay,
Sepang,
that's
that same race
it's,
would
like,
become one of the
relatively-
darkest moments in modern motorcycle history. Simoncelli was riding near the front of the pack when he entered turn 11, a difficult right-hand corner leading toward a long straight. At first, it looked like a normal racing incident. His bike lost grip, started sliding, and for a split second, it seemed as if he might slide away from the racing line and avoid a major collision. But then the bike suddenly regained traction. Instead of continuing offline, the machine snapped back across the track, pulling Simoncelli directly into the path of the riders behind him.
Ooh.
Colin Edwards and Valentino Rossi were coming through the same corner with almost no time to react. At that speed, with that little distance,
Oh shit.
there was nowhere for them to go.
Oh
The
shit.
collision was unavoidable.
That crash occurred to him during the race. He was
Here, yeah,
hit
by Twitch,
by
by
other
Twitch, I
riders,
need always
and he
like
reported very
to finger
important
around,
trauma to
like, the
head,
cam.
to the
I'm so
neck,
sorry
and to
about
the
that.
chest. When our medical staff arrived on him, he
Luna,
was
stop
unconscious.
fingering the cam.
We thought to
Wait,
have
what?
him as long as we thought it was possible.
Simoncelli was struck by the
Holy
riders
shit,
behind
yeah.
him, and the impact was immediate and devastating. The race was stopped almost instantly as medics rushed onto the circuit. In the space of a few seconds, the atmosphere of a world championship race turned into complete
Yeah, like,
silence and
by so
concern.
races or
The most
so
haunting
is
part
always
is how
crazy,
quickly
like,
it
because
happened.
it's so extreme
One
speeds
moment,
also.
Simoncelli was fighting for position in the
And
opening
then
laps.
everyone is so tight.
The next, He was motionless on the
to
track,
each other.
while riders, officials, and fans
Also by
tried to
the
process
F1,
what they had just
when there
seen.
was like an accident
Medical
or so,
teams
that
worked
was
to
also
save
like
him,
always
and he was
fucking
taken to the Circuit
tremendous.
Medical Center, but his injuries were catastrophic.
Yeah, like
Less
really
than an hour after the
catastrophic.
crash, Marco Simoncelli was pronounced dead.
In 2011 happened the crash of Marco. Was very
Nolan's
bad
like also.
feeling for everybody because it was our friend, you know. When I
Yeah,
go back
yeah.
and I see the image of the crash in the television, and I say, "He's a disaster."
He was only 24 years
Oh my
old.
gosh,
The news shocked the entire
24,
racing world.
Only 24
Fellow
years
riders,
old.
teams, and fans
Oh my
around the
gosh.
globe paid tribute to him, not only as a talented competitor, but as someone who brought personality, fearlessness, and raw emotion into the sport.
Oh my gosh.
56. 2 weeks ago at Sepang in Malaysia, we lost a true gladiator in the MotoGP World Championships.
Every single one of them is out there.
It's a very close knit family traveling the world
But
together.
that was surely like
when
moving
we lose
also
one of
like
their
a lot of
favourite
people.
sons, everybody mourns together.
His number 58 became more than a racing number. It became a symbol of a rider who gave everything on the track. What makes this accident so disturbing is not only the violence of the crash, but the fact that it happened in a place where danger is always understood, yet never fully expected. MotoGP
God,
riders know the risks every time they lean into a corner at impossible speeds. But footage like this shows how thin the line really is between control and disaster. Marco Simoncelli's legacy
like
still lives on in
it's-
MotoGP today.
It's really
He is
extreme
remembered
sport
as bold,
also.
passionate, and fearless, a rider whose career was cut short in front of the world during the very thing he loved most.
Yeah.
And
oh
from
my
there,
gosh.
we move to another accident that should never have happened. In every amusement park, riders are told to trust the restraints, the belts,
Yeah.
the bars, the harnesses. They are the one thing separating a thrill ride from a disaster. And on most rides, that trust is automatic. You sit down, the restraint locks, the operator checks it, and you assume the system will hold.
Hey, I got both seagulls completely loose.
But at Worlds of Wonder in India, on
Was
June
that video where
25th,
the dude is
2017,
passing out?
that
Was
trust
this
failed
video?
in the worst possible way.
Hey,
The
I
ride
would
was
feel
called
same,
the
but I would be
feedback,
also like,
a high-intensity attraction built around speed,
then waking up,
rotation, and disorientation. The main structure spun
Like,
like
I
a
would
giant
feel
carousel,
that.
while large mechanical arms swung riders high
Honey, are
into
you
the
here?
air.
Honey,
At the
honey,
end of those
just
arms
enjoy it.
were passenger
Honey, are
pods
you
that
passed
rotated on
out?
their own, meaning riders were being pulled
People
through several
destroy it.
forces at once, spinning, swinging, lifting, and flipping, all while relying completely on the shoulder restraints to keep them inside. But
Which
shortly after the
description
ride
for
started,
which
one of
action
those
was that,
restraints
like, right
opened.
now?
As the ride
Was it
moved
like
into its first major flip,
irking?
a man's harness suddenly snapped loose. With nothing holding him in place, he was thrown out of his seat and sent crashing down below the ride. Witnesses watched in horror as he hit an iron step before falling into the bushes underneath. Somehow, he survived with only minor injuries.
Oh my gosh.
But for the riders still trapped above, the nightmare
like
was
stuff
not
like
over.
this is so
The ride
like you're
kept
also
moving.
in movement or
As people
so.
screamed for it to stop, another restraint reportedly failed, and a second rider began slipping from her seat. She was only saved because the person beside her managed to grab onto her and hold her in place, while the ride
Well, I'm
continued
never
to
ever
swing.
gonna go on stuff like
For nearly
this.
a minute,
And also
passengers were
helicopters.
left hanging in terror, hoping the remaining restraints would hold
I-
long
I
enough
say
for the
it,
machine
like,
to
I
finally
said it
slow
so
down.
many times.
Witnesses
Like,
later
if
said the
someone is,
man's
like,
wife
enjoying
was pleading with
helicopter
staff to
flights
stop
or
the
so,
ride,
just go for
but the
it.
operators did
But
not
I'm,
bring
like,
it to an
not
immediate
trusting
halt.
those-
Once the
those
ride finally
things.
ended, angry visitors confronted the
stealing our
operator,
jobs.
who reportedly ran from the scene
The
as the
Apache
crowd turned on him.
helicopter.
Afterward,
They're
park
stealing our
officials
jobs.
described the incident as a technical fault and emphasized that no one had been seriously injured. But that explanation did little to calm people who had watched a rider get thrown from a machine that was supposed to be safe. The park also admitted something even more unsettling.
Huh?
Because of the size and speed of the ride, it did not have emergency brakes that could stop it instantly. It only had an emergency system that reduced the thrust, meaning the ride still had to swing and slow down gradually before coming to a stop. And that is what makes this footage so frightening. Once the harness failed, there was no quick way to end the danger. The riders were trapped inside a machine that had to finish slowing down on its own. For years, amusement parks in parts of India operated without the same kind of specific safety laws, mandatory ride audits, or strict investigation requirements found in other places. And when a ride depends entirely on restraints, inspections, and operator response, every weakness in that system matters. Because on the feedback that day, the ride itself did not have to collapse for people to be in serious danger. All it took was one harness opening at the wrong moment. And from one shocking moment, we moved to another case where the outcome was even harder to process. A water park is one of the last places anyone expects to see a fireball. But on June 27, 2015, at Formosa Fun Coast in Taiwan, thousands of people, without realizing the air around them was becoming dangerously flammable. That night, the park was hosting the Color Play Asia event, a large music party where colored cornstarch powder was sprayed over the crowd while people danced near the stage. At first, it looked like part of the celebration. The powder filled the lights, covered people's clothes, and gave the event the bright, chaotic look organizers wanted. But the more powder they released, the more dangerous the space became. Thousands of people were packed tightly together, many of them standing inside a drained swimming pool near the main stage. Air blowers and compressed gas canisters kept pushing more colored powder into the crowd, and over time, a thick dust cloud formed above the stage. In some areas, the powder settled so heavily that it covered the ground in a visible layer. Most people there had no idea what that meant. To them, it was just part of the show. But cornstarch dust can ignite when enough of it is suspended in the air, and by that point, the crowd was standing inside a highly combustible cloud. Then, without warning, it caught fire. A flash of flame tore across the stage area, and almost instantly, the powder on the ground began to burn as well. The fire spread through the tightly packed crowd so quickly that many people had no time to react. What had been a colorful party, seconds earlier turned into chaos, with people running, falling, and desperately trying to escape the flames.
Oh my gosh.
The fire itself lasted less than a minute, but the damage was catastrophic. More than 500 people were injured, many with severe burns, and 15 later died from complications. Emergency services were overwhelmed almost immediately. There were not enough ambulances for everyone, so some victims had to be taken to hospitals and taxis, while others were carried out on inflatable rings, makeshift stretchers, or anything people could find in the moment. Investigators later focused on how the powder ignited, with hot stage lighting believed to be one of the likely sources. Smoking had also been permitted at the event, and cigarette butts were later found around the scene. But the most disturbing part is that the danger had been building in plain sight. The crowd was not standing near a fuel tank or a machine that suddenly exploded. They were surrounded by something that looked harmless. Colored party powder. The event organizer, Lu Chengqi, was later charged with negligent homicide and sentenced to prison. Formosa Fun Coast closed after the disaster and never returned to normal operation. And that is what makes this accident so chilling. The warning signs were not obvious to the people dancing that night. There was no sense that they were standing inside a fire hazard. It looked like entertainment, until the air itself ignited. And from there, we moved to another moment where safety depended on systems that were not enough. On May 1st, 2015, Zhejiang Pingyang Amusement Park in China was celebrating its grand opening. One of its featured attractions was a new 10-meter tall booster ride called the Scream, designed to spin riders high into the air at speed. But the ride would operate for only a few minutes before becoming the center of a fatal accident. At around 12:05 p.m., passengers were still boarding the attraction when something suddenly went wrong. Riders later reported a sudden jolt before all of the safety harnesses had been fully locked. The ride's exposed electric motor, which was controlled manually by a lever, activated too early. At that moment, 5 people were launched from the ride before they were properly secured.
2 people were killed after being thrown from a brand new ride at an amusement park in China on Friday.
Oh my
2
god,
people,
shit.
including an 18-year-old boy, died from the impact, while 3 others were left critically injured. The investigation that followed revealed how dangerous the attraction had been from the start. The ride reportedly lacked basic safety systems that should have prevented it from moving before riders were locked in. There were no sensors to detect unsecured restraints, no programmed cycle to prevent premature activation, and no reliable fail-safe to protect passengers from operator error. Instead, the ride depended heavily on manual checks from staff who were not properly trained to handle equipment that already had serious safety
how
concerns.
This looked like right
But
now.
the
Holy
problem
shit.
went beyond one malfunctioning attraction. Investigators later found that the entire park had been operating illegally. Permits were missing, and the ride itself had
park?
reportedly come from an unlicensed manufacturer known for cutting corners. In other words,
Like I
the
said,
public had been allowed
like it's
onto
in
a
the
ride
manufacturer,
that should never
then
have
it's
been
like
operating in the
park
first place.
owner
Said the
itself.
staff may have started the
Holy
ride
shit.
before the tourists had a chance to buckle their safety belts.
The ride had been open for less than
that's
5
fucking
minutes
crazy.
before it was shut down forever. Authorities closed the park within hours and detained the owner as part of the criminal investigation. By 2018, the site had been demolished. But the case remains disturbing because of how preventable it feels.
Yeah,
The riders had not ignored instructions.
That's like also
They had not
moments
tried to
that's
leave their
been, like,
seats. They were still
staying,
boarding
like,
when the machine
with the
suddenly
people there.
activated. A properly designed ride should not be able to move until every restraint is secured. But at the Scream, that basic protection was missing, and the consequences were immediate. And that brings us to the next clip, where a normal ride
Oh, I
became
can't.
something no one could control.
Why is it so fucking hot?
On June 26, 2016, families were spending a
10
summer
years ago.
afternoon at M&D's theme park in Motherwell, Scotland. For many of them, it was supposed to be a normal day out. Children on rides, parents waiting nearby, and the sound of a busy amusement park filling the air. Towering above the park was Tsunami, Scotland's only inverted roller coaster. Riders sat below the track with their legs hanging freely, twisting through turns and drops at speed. It was one of the park's biggest attractions, and for years, it had been promoted as a major thrill ride. But that afternoon, something went terribly wrong. As the coaster came around a bend, 5 cars suddenly detached from the track. The train struck part of the support structure, then plunged nearly 20 feet to the ground below. The wreckage landed upside down, crashing onto a children's ride underneath. In seconds, the entire park changed. Parents started running. Children screamed. Witnesses looked toward the sound of the crash and saw the mangled roller coaster cars lying on the ground where they were never supposed to be. One person who had been on the same ride only minutes earlier later described the scene as something out of a horror film.
Holy
Bystanders and emergency crews rushed in to help. Some victims were still trapped in their seats, and rescuers had to work around twisted
Holy
metal
fuck.
to free them. 10 people were injured, including 8 children, and all of them were taken to the hospital. Several of the injured were children who needed serious medical care.
shit. Yeah, like
One
when
12-year-old
there's-
girl suffered critical head injuries, while others were
Oh my
treated
God.
for serious trauma after being thrown through a ride failure no passenger could have prepared for. What made the crash
like
even
the
more
traumas
disturbing
that have
was that
been, like,
Tsunami had
created
already had
by
problems before. In 2011, 9 people were left stranded around 60 feet in the air on the same coaster after the lift chain snapped.
Wait a minute.
They were stuck for hours
They
before
continued
being
with
rescued.
This
Then, only months before the 2016 crash, another ride at the park broke down in midair, forcing firefighters to respond. After the Tsunami crash, investigators began looking into what had gone wrong,
It happened
and what they
already
found
twice,
made the
like
accident
before.
even harder to accept. The coaster had previously been repaired using the wrong type of welding material, and that failure played a role in the crash. In other words, this was not just some unpredictable freak accident. It was a failure connected to maintenance and repair work that should have been done correctly.
Oh my
In
gosh,
2019,
yeah, like,
the park
hey,
owners
when the
admitted to health and
maintenance work
safety
is not
failures and
made
were fined
well, or they have no
£65,000.
good
But
resources
by then,
for
the
doing
damage
it
had
well,
already been done.
then
The
it
ride was
happens,
removed,
like, stuff
and
like
the
this.
space
Like,
where
holy
Tsunami
shit,
once stood became a reminder of what happened that day. A roller coaster is supposed to feel dangerous while still being controlled. Riders expect speed, drops,
I think
and
after
fear,
this video, I
but they
need
do
to
not
go
expect the
quickly
cars
outside.
beneath them to leave the track entirely.
This is like so
At
unbearable.
M&D's, that
Like in
is
here.
exactly what happened. And for the families who were there, the sound of that crash turned an ordinary summer
My
day
ass is
into
hurting,
something they would
clearly.
never forget. But that wasn't the only day that turned into a horror story.
You know what?
Adventureland's Raging River is officially shutting down for good following a fatal accident in the summer of 2021.
Adventureland Park's Raging River ride had been operating as a family-friendly rapids attraction since
Can you, like,
1983.
sit, like, here,
Like many river
normally,
raft rides,
just in
it sent
front?
groups of passengers through a concrete channel filled with moving water, using
not that
large
bad.
circular rafts that were supposed to bump, spin, and drift safely through the course. But on July 3rd, 2021, that family ride became the scene of a devastating accident. That day, mechanical problems with the ride's pumping system caused abnormal water conditions inside the trough. The current became stronger and more unstable than it should have been, and the rafts began moving through water that was no longer behaving like a controlled attraction. One family was caught in the worst of it. As their heavy raft entered a curved section of the ride, water began flooding into it. Its air-filled sections had already become compromised, and as the raft scraped against the sides of the channel, it became harder and harder to control. It collided with the concrete walls repeatedly before flipping upside down. Several family members managed to escape, but 11-year-old Michael and 15-year-old David Jr.
down.
were trapped
Holy
beneath the
shit,
overturned
that this is
raft,
even,
still restrained
like,
underwater.
possible, because they are
The
so,
situation became
those things
even
are
more
so
desperate
heavy,
because
but I
the
guess,
submerged
you know, like,
raft was
because
not
of
clearly
the
visible
water
to the
was
operator
going
stationed near
inside.
the end of the ride. Park staff activated the emergency stop system, which should have drained the trough quickly, but that system also malfunctioned.
No.
Instead
oh
of
my gosh.
clearing the water, the ride
As
remained
if, like,
filled
the
while
system that you
bystanders and
use for
off-duty emergency
malfunctioning is
workers rushed
malfunc-
in to help. For several
No.
minutes, people struggled to lift the overturned raft, not knowing whether the boys underneath were still alive.
Oh my gosh.
Responders also had to run hundreds of
Wait,
yards
are
from
they
the
locked
entrance area to
into
reach
it?
the scene, losing
they're
time in
locked.
a situation where every second mattered.
Holy
Michael
shit.
died the next day from drowning-related injuries.
Oh my gosh.
David Jr. survived, but only after spending weeks in a medically induced coma, and he was left with permanent neurological damage. Investigators later identified multiple
gosh,
safety
my
violations,
condolences to all
including problems
the
with
family
drainage
members
systems,
for those
raft defects, and issues that should have been reported or addressed earlier. Internal records showed that maintenance crews had worked on the same raft's air bladders only hours before the tragedy. The Raging River ride was eventually closed permanently, but for the family, that decision came far too late. What makes this accident so haunting is that river raft rides are supposed to feel chaotic while still being controlled.
Yeah,
The splashing, spinning,
Yeah,
and
like,
bumping are part of the
so twirling
experience.
around.
But on that day, the line between controlled fun and real danger disappeared completely, and a ride built for families became impossible to
Hope
escape.
everything is like also
And
good
from
for
there,
you going.
we moved to
that it's,
another
like,
clip
smooth
where
going.
excitement turned into
I saw I
panic
had,
in
like, some
seconds.
dropped frames, like,
This
before,
mobile footage begins the
but it's
way
not
many
that
amusement park
extremely much.
videos do, with laughter, excitement, and a group of young riders strapped into a spinning attraction at Chaohu Park in China. The ride was called Travel Through Space, and it was designed to flip passengers upside down during a fast 360-degree rotation. From the outside, it looked like a normal thrill ride. bright colors, spinning
my
seats,
gosh,
and teenagers enjoying the rush. But only seconds into the recording, the mood changes completely. One of the riders was 13-year-old Gong Yanji. As the ride rotated, the restraint system that was supposed to hold her in place failed. The seatbelt did not keep her secured, and the overhead safety bar left too much space for her body to slip through. In a split second, she was thrown from the ride and hit the iron railings below, while the other riders screamed. What makes this accident so disturbing is that the ride had not just one safety feature, but two. A waist belt and an overhead bar were both supposed to work together to prevent exactly this kind of fall. But investigators later found that the belt had failed during the rotation, while the bar left a gap large enough to become deadly. The park staff had not noticed the issue during opening hours, and reports also said Gong's 9-year-old cousin had been allowed to ride despite age restrictions. After the footage spread across Chinese social media, the park could no longer dismiss what had happened. State media aired the clip, and officials revealed that although the ride had passed a safety inspection in December 2016, records showed there had been no major updates since 2013. Gong was her parents' only child. Within 48 hours, the family accepted compensation of 870,000 yuan, around $126,700. Authorities moved quickly afterward, shutting down the park, suspending travel through space rides nationwide, and ordering emergency checks from the manufacturer. But the public reaction was angry for a reason. This was reportedly not the first serious incident involving riders being thrown from similar attractions. And for many people watching the footage, the question was not just how the ride failed, but how many warning signs had been missed before a 13-year-old girl lost her life on something that was supposed to be entertainment. And from one disturbing failure, we move to another accident that still feels impossible to accept.
Cheers to y'all, guys. Cheers.
The Verrückt water slide was built to be impossible to ignore. At Schlitterbahn, Kansas City, it was promoted as the tallest water slide in the world, standing at roughly 168 feet. Even the name sounded like a warning.
Like, I'm definitely gonna smoke now
insane
after this
in
video.
German, and the entire attraction was designed around that idea. A record-breaking drop, a giant raft, and a ride experience that looked more like a stunt than a normal water slide. Riders were strapped into a 3-person inflatable raft before being sent down a near-vertical first drop. From there, the raft would race up a massive second hill and then rush down toward the splash pool below. From the outside, it looked extreme but controlled, but behind the scenes, there had already been serious warning signs. The ride's opening was delayed multiple times because of testing problems.
But I'm still tired.
During early test runs, rafts reportedly lifted off the slide and went airborne.
Holy shit,
Adjustments were made, more testing followed, and eventually the ride was open to the public. But the history of those test failures makes what happened later even more difficult to understand. On August 7th, 2016, 10-year-old Caleb Schwab, the son of Kansas State Representative Scott Schwab, boarded Verrückt with 2 adult women. The 3 of them were secured into the raft and sent down the slide. At first, it followed the track like it was supposed to.
Cheers, guys.
But during the ride, the raft suddenly lifted into the air. Caleb was thrown from his seat and suffered fatal injuries after striking part of the metal support structure connected to the slide's netting system. The 2 women in the raft survived, but they were also injured. The park closed almost immediately, and the investigation that followed revealed how many concerns had surrounded the ride long before Caleb ever got on it. Investigators found that Caleb weighed around 74 pounds and had been seated in the front of the raft, with 2 much heavier riders behind him. That uneven weight distribution is believed to have contributed to the raft lifting off the slide. But the seating arrangement was only one part of the problem. The metal hoops and netting that were supposed to help contain the raft also created a deadly hazard at high speed. And at least 13 prior injuries had already been reported on Verrückt. including riders striking the netting or parts of the structure. After Caleb's death, Kansas strengthened its amusement ride oversight laws, ending the kind of loose system that had allowed parks to rely heavily on their own inspections. In 2018, several people connected to the ride were arrested and charged, including co-owner Jeff Henry, operations director Tyler Austin Miles, and co-owner John Schooley. However, those criminal charges were later dropped in 2019.
What?
Verrückt was dismantled in late 2018, and Schlitterbahn, Kansas City never truly recovered from what happened.
Okay, I
The
misunderstood
park
it
eventually
quickly.
closed, and the site
Okay,
was later
it's
demolished.
good that they closed it.
What makes this accident so disturbing is that Verrückt was not a small, forgotten ride at some temporary fairground. It was a record-breaking attraction, promoted as one of the most extreme water slides in the world. And yet, the very thing that made it famous, its height, speed, and intensity, also exposed how dangerous it had become.
It has like really
The rider
like
is
a
supposed
full
to trust that the
like
structure, restraints, weight rules,
fence
and
gutter,
inspections
like
are all
around of
working
it.
together
Why
to keep that
it's
fear
like built
controlled.
like this? Why not
In
like
Caleb Schwab's case,
plexiglass
that
or
trust
so,
failed
or
in the
like
worst possible way.
translucent?
That's all for today, folks.
translucent,
If you'd like to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen.
Yeah, like plastic or so. Just something that was kind of worrying. Not gonna lie, I'm not so sure if I'm ever gonna if I ever wanna go on like so carnival attractions or so ever again. This was now a little bit of a wake up slap. Like really like I knew already before that it was not like the very safest thing, but in those videos that was now like very off-putting. Yeah, like just always look um stay aware, and if you're just being on an event like this, or how is it called, a fair, or just an event like this, and that it has like so attractions, just always like stay aware, like look if it's like not perhaps too risky. Yeah, but yeah, like mostly like it's always good, and also that they keep the safety up. But there's like also the other situations, of course, or the other companies that don't pay them or don't put that as highest priority. Yeah, but a very good video. Like also I can say it again, like check out Creepy Wits if you like the video. He has like many more videos like this one, just all about kinds of spooky topics, but also like spooky hiking and abandoned places also. Yeah, it's just so best of videos. Yeah, like check out Creepy Wits, and Big Kiss is also like that we could watch it again. I think I'm gonna put some music in the background. Hope it's not too extremely loud. I think it's like this is good. Yeah, go quickly down, smoke quickly, and I'm not sure if I'm really like making an extreme long stream. I was now fighting so much already against my eyelid. Yeah, like, but I'm happy that I was capable of doing like now a Twitch stream, like really, just big kisses to you all. Yeah, like then, like I said, I'm gone for 10-15 minutes, and then I should be back again. Just much love, see you in a bit. Mwah.
We don't play pretend. We reboot, we ascend. to outrage. If it snap, let the line break. If it burn, let the time shake. Cold world, let the shine stay. We don't fall, we don't fade. All lights in the glass, boom, 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 boom. All lights in the glass, boom, boom, boom. All lights in the glass, boom, 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 boom. All lights in the glass, boom, 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 boom.
Lights strobe in a rapid phase. Cold sparks in a data haze. No peace in a wired maze.
I don't stop, I escalate. Overkill, circuit overload. No brakes on the heavy mode. Cold blood when the pressure grow. Turn rage into audio. If it spike, let the voltage rip. If it crash, let the speakers flip. No pause when I take that risk, we don't miss.
We eclipse.
Did they come in a loud room? No light but a dark bloom. Every thought like a fast doom. Still live in a crack tomb. Split lines in the deep cold. No trust in the weak soul. Every breath got a heat flow. Still move in the beast mode. No sleep, I don't slow down. Every step like a ghost town. Whole world when I close down. Still rise from a low ground. I don't beg, I don't replay. Every scar got a new way. Cold heart in the blue gray. Still here in the doomsday. Kill circuit overload. No brakes on the heavy mode. Cold blood when the pressure grow. Turn rage into audio. If it spike, let the voltage rip. If it crash, let the speakers flip. No pause when I take that risk, we don't miss.
We eclipse.
Back road dust in a high gear. No fear when the end near. Every mile like a frontier. Still dry with a clear steer. Hard grip on the steel wheel. No fake, I don't conceal. Every spar, what I still feel. I don't fold, I reveal.
Mud splash when I stomp ground.
No.
No crown, but I hold ground.
Every word
Got a raw sound.
I don't bend.
I
I don't bow down. Overkill, circuit overload. No brakes on the heavy mode. Cold blood when the pressure grow. Turn rage into audio. If it spike, let the voltage rip. If it crash, let the speakers flip. No pause when I take that risk, we don't miss. Rapid fire with a villain tongue. I don't stop till the damage done. Every syllable loaded gun. I don't miss when I overrun. Double time when the beat drop. Every line make the heat pop. No ceiling when I reach top. I don't quit, I don't cheap shot. Twist flow like a cyclone spin. Every bar let the chaos in. No peace when I dive within. I just win. Overkill, circuit overload. No brakes on that heavy mode. Cold blood when the pressure grow. Turn rage into audio. If it spike, let the voltage rip. If it crash, let the speakers flip. No pause when I take that risk, we don't miss.
Eclipse, signal cut, but the noise remain. Cold echo in a fractured brain. No end in the overstrain.
Still alive.
In the overkill lane.
Throttle pinned on the pitted street. Bass so loud, make the concrete bleed. Black flag wave in the backseat. I don't flinch, I exceed. Red line parade, let the engines cry. No brakes, let the sparks fly. Cold stand with a cut dry. Turned out in the drive-by. If it surge, let the meter spike. If it snap, let the system bite. No calm in the blackout night. We don't stop, we ignite. Loose screws in the dim garage. No peace in the moving fog. Every thought like a ticking charge. Still lit like a broken charge. Sharp breath for the heavy kick. No trust in a polished trick. Every move like a pressure flick. Still stand when the dog gets big. Big calm if the view's lit. Cold hands on the loose grip. Every scar like a blueprint. Still breathe when the roof split. I don't stall, I don't reroute. Every loss what I learned about. Whole world when it burn out. Still rise when it turn loud. Red line parade, let the engines cry. No brakes, let the sparks fly. Cold stare with a cut dry. Turned out in the drive-by. If it surge, let the meter spike. If it's the dirt collide. Every mile got a wild side. Still push with a southern pride. Rough knuckles on a steel door. No luck, I don't kneel for. Every word like a field raw. I don't fold, I reveal more. Hard grit in a cold wind, no pass. When I go in, every scar like a metal pin. I don't stop, I just begin. Red line parade, let the engines cry. No brakes and the sparks fly. Cold scale with a cut dry. Turned out in a drive-by. If it's surge of the meter spike. If it's snap, let the system bite. No calm in the black all night. We don't stop, we ignite. Engines die, but the heat remain. Cold echo in the wire brain. No end in the loss of gain. Still alive in the red line lane. Gold flick on the rain, soak street. Bass crawl under my heartbeat. Cold green where the lost ones meet. I don't wait, I compete. Blast drip, district flood the zone. No rest, we don't stay home. Cold post through a crack phone. Turn night into cyclone. If it spill, let the city drown. If it flash, let the sky turn brown. No fear when the sound go round. We don't stop, we hold it down. Gray walls with a dim hue. No clue what I've been through every step. Like a dim view, still move when the skin blue. Late cars on the deadline. No truth in the headline. Every breath like a red sign. Still cross when the deadline. Short laugh with a tight jaw. No calm when the light draw. Every scar what I write raw. Still stand when the night fall. I don't fold, I don't reshape. Every move what the stakes make. Whole room in the quakes. They still rise when the brakes. Brass drip, district flood the zone. No rest, we don't stay home. Cold post through a crack phone. Turn night into cyclone. If it spill, let the city drown. If it flash, let the sky turn brown. No fear when the sound go round. We don't stop, we hold it down. Sharp suit and the logo. No talk, I just outflow every move. Got a slow show, I don't chase. I just on flow, gold ring with a cold glare. No rush, I was never there. Every step like a rare flare. I don't fold, I prepare. Top flow with a skyline. Whole view like a fine line. No fear when the time shine. I just move on my timeline. Drip, district flood the zone. No rest, we don't stay home. Cold post through a crack phone. Turn night into cyclone. If it spill, let the city drown. If it flash, let the sky turn brown. No fear when the sun go round. We don't stop, we hold it down.
Ain't stop, but the glow stay. Same path on a cold day. If it fade, it don't go away.
We still breathe in the glass drip district. Door slam in the strobe lit hall. Chain clink, hear the echoes crawl. No exits on the concrete wall. I don't wait, I enthrall. Neon lockdown, seal the night. No calm when the bass ignite. Cold pulse in the broken light. Turn fear into dynamite. If it's surge, let the circuits glow. If it snap, let the pressure show. No peace in the loaded flow. We don't stop, we overthrow. Wet drip in the tight room. No air but a loud boom. Every breath like a fast doom. Still move through a dark gloom. Dead calm with a sharp twitch. No luck when the frame glitch. Every thought like a deep ditch. Still climb with the loose stitch. No trust in the fake scene. Cold eyes in the blank screen. Every loss like a late dream. Still live in the black scheme. I don't fold, I don't reset. Every scar what I smear through the window tint. Cold breath, leave a silver print. No prayers in the reckless sprint. I don't pause, I commit. Siren burners hear the street cry. No sleep, we don't comply. Cold in the fast drive. Turn fear into high tide. If it flare, let the skyline glow. If it shake, let the pressure show. No breaks in the midnight flow. We don't stop, we overflow. Broken glass on a bad still, no calm. When the track said every thought, like a bad bet, still play like I cast it tight chest. In a loud club, no trust. In the proud of every move, like a blood rush, still live. In the sound flood, no peace. In the flash rain, cold eyes, with a last name, every win. Got a past pain, still move. In the fast lane, I don't fold. I don't bend fade every step. Got it their way, whole world on the thin slate, still rise at a late stage. Hey, siren burners hear the street cry. No sleep, we don't comply. Cold in the fast drive. Turn fear into high tide. If it flare, let the skyline glow. If we shake, let the pressure show. No breaks in the midnight flow. We don't stop, we overflow. Clean cut with a soul glide, no talk. I just override every move like a chest slide. I don't chase, I redefine silk touch with a cold aim, no rush. In the bowl game, every glance like a code name. I don't lose, I just own flame. Top view from a high place, whole world in a wide space. No fear when the time race, I just move at my own pace. Back dirt on the long road, no brakes. I don't slow mode. Every mile like a war code. Still ride with a stronghold. Rough hands with a deep scar, no luck. Where the streets are, every word like a lead bar. I don't fold, I go that far. Hard life in a raw state, no fate. I create fate, every move got a high stake. I don't stop, I dominate. Siren burners hear the street cry. No sleep, we don't comply. Cold in the fast drive. Turn fear into high tide. If it flare, let the skyline glow. If it shake, let the pressure show. No breaks in the midnight flow. We don't stop, we overflow. Be quiet, let the pulse stay. Cold, echoes never fade away. If it ends, it don't decay. We still live in the siren wave. Door slam in the strobe lit hall. Chain clink, hear the echoes crawl. No gazes on the concrete wall. I don't wait, I enthrall. Neon lockdown, seal the night. No calm when the bass ignite. Cold posts in the broken light. Turn fear into dynamite. If it surge, let the circus glow. If it snap, let the pressure show. No peace in the loaded flow. We don't stop, we overthrow. Sweat, sweat, sweat. Drip in a tight room, no air, but a loud boom. Every breath, like a fast doom. Still move through a dark gloom. Dead calm, with a sharp twitch. No luck, when the frame glitch. Every thought, like a deep ditch. Still climb, with a loose stitch. No trust, in the fake scene. Cold eyes, in the blank screen. Every loss, like a late dream. Still live, in the black scheme. I don't fold, I don't reset. Every scar, what I invest. Whole room in the high stress. Still breathe through a press. Neon lockdown, seal the night. No calm when the bass ignite. Cold posts in the broken light. Turn fear into dynamite. If it surge, let the love, I don't chase. I rise above, glass shine on the gold chain. Low tone, but it hold weight. Every glance like a cold flame. I don't fold, I dictate. Top tier with the night sight. Whole skyline in the tight light. No fear when the time right. I just move with a slide. Be on lockdown, still the night. No calm when the bass ignite. Cold pulse in the broken light. Turn fear into dynamite. If it surge, let the circus glow. Ooh. If it snap, let the pressure show. Ooh. No peace in the loaded flow. Ooh. We don't stop, we overthrow. Cold hands in the slow shake. No plan when the bones ache. Every step like a risk take. Still stand when the stakes break. Same loop in a deep spin, no truth. Let the lies in, every loss, when I rise in, still live. When the sharp grin, if I fall, I don't call fate. I just shift to a new state. Every move what I create, still rise when it's too late. On lockdown, still the night. No calm in the basic night. Cold pulse in the broken light. Turn fear into dynamite. If it surge, let the circus glow. Ooh. If it snap, let the pressure show. Ooh. No peace in the loaded flow. Ooh. We don't stop, we overthrow. Lights die, but the hum stay. Cold echoes don't decay. If it ended, don't fade away. We're still trapped in the neon cage. Black hoodie, black mask. Black hoodie, black mask. Moonlight on the pavement. Mind full of static. Every thought feel dangerous. Ashes in the wind. Hear the whispers from the south side. Chrome shine cold while the city lights collide. Deep in the fog with the lost souls wander. Heavy 808s make the whole block thunder. No sleep, no peace, just a baseline knocking. Skeleton key to the gate. Hear the dead men talking. Riding through the darkness with a trunk full of pressure. Old Memphis tapes playing evil atmosphere texture. Street lights flicker while the night gets colder. Every scar I carry only made the weight heavier. Cutthroat killers riding through the midnight. Heavy 808s hit hard when the bass strike. Memphis in my veins, darkness in my eyesight. Cutthroat killers, we move through the black night. Cutthroat killers, shadows on the corner. Thunder in the sky while the bass gets stronger. Cutthroat killer, hear the whole city rumble when the drums start knocking. Watch the whole ground crumble. Back row mentality with a city full of chaos. Dust on the boots, but the mind stay vicious. Roll through the storm where the clouds stay twisted. Baseline heavy, make the whole world shifting. Raised around pressure, learn how to survive it. Every road rough, but I never tried to hide it. Old school Memphis mixed with southern aggression. Every bar hit hard like a loaded confession. Street signs blur while the tires keep spinning. Lightning in the sky while the devil keep grinning.
Fuck, I was muted. God damn it. Guys, I'm back. I came back. Baccarino. I said like I'm gonna be now like surely here for one video, and then I call it because I'm fully tired today because of like done so much and also like pretty long awake. I'm gonna sleep a little bit earlier, and tomorrow I'm gonna be like here, like I don't have like big something to do, like just making here a little bit of some order, but yeah, like mostly I'm pretty much done. Like the big moving is now like finally over. This is like finally a big step that I have now behind of me, and yeah, like now I'm just, yeah, like looking with the socials and having now the stream here, and then have like also more relaxation. She's alive, and with blueberry, with like it says iced gummy bear, like iced gummy bear, or it's like absolutely one. It's my absolute favorite. This one is like the one that looks like Nuka Quantum. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I would say we're gonna watch like a visual venture video, perhaps like two, like depending on how long it is. Yeah, we're gonna watch like a little bit of visual venture, and then Nick Crowley or so we're gonna leave it then for next time. Yeah, like when I have like the more time and also more energy. Yeah, like now with like getting the stuff together for the socials is a little bit, yeah, like this week I really want to finish that this is done, that I can wait for the appointment, that I get that as fast as possible, and when I have that, then it's like kind of, yeah, like then I'm kind of like having then only like focusing with the socials to get a new apartment and like get their help, and then like looking for the streams. Like, yeah, I'm looking very much forward to it. And cheers to you all. Cheers, guys. Like the box which I always used, where the gadget was inside, like for the late night. I don't go now into more details. This box is perfectly now for a table where I put like everything on it, like in front of my couch. Cheers to ya. Just much love like for being here. I'll be already like for a little bit of, yeah, like a little bit of last spooky video. Cheers to ya, Frank, also. Cheers to you all, guys. Impossible cold cases solved by accident. Most disturbing things AI has actually done. Or most disturbing unlisted videos on YouTube. What do you guys want to see? We could also like watch Nick Crowley's video. Do you know what? We're gonna watch Nick Crowley's video. I would say we're gonna watch this. Is that good? And we're gonna watch them like visual venture like next time. Then we have like a one really like spooky video at the end. Like visual adventure has also spooky stuff, but it's more informative, I would say. Like, yeah, then we would go into one of Nick Crowley's videos. Like Nick Crowley was also like not uploading for a quite while also. Is that a yes, Tony? Is that a yes? No? Boy, I need the vape. I saw the vape has also blueberry. Like, really? Just nicely blueberry vape. Is it like storming tonight? No. 5 in the morning, it will be 18 degrees. Oh my gosh. And at afternoon, it will rain tomorrow. It's like good, like the one day that I'm staying at home and don't need to go outside is the one day that is fully rainy. Yeah, should we watch now, Nick Crowley? I would say that we go into it. Like when you guys don't say anything, then I guess it's good. Or else you would have like made already like a reaction, I guess. Yeah, like shout out also for Nick Crowley. Just check his channel out if you like the video. He has like a lot of more those kind of videos. Like, just I can also recommend it. Just check his channel out. Always leave a nice comment if you like the video, and also always support with a like or so. Just big kisses also for Nick Crowley that we can watch the video. I would say let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay, subtitle is already active. I make like this. The internet's deadliest video.
It appeared totally innocent. In a small room somewhere in the Kohistan region of Pakistan, 4 women sat on the floor, each clapping their hands and singing a traditional Kohistani song. With them were 2 men, one seen dancing beside them, and another seen recording the moment on a grainy video taken on his old cell phone. The footage captured the impromptu after-party of a wedding that the women and men had separately attended earlier that day, an event that transpired sometime in May 2010. Shortly after this recording ended, the group dispersed, and each person returned to their respective homes, where the celebration eventually became a distant memory, their lives continuing on as if it had never even happened, at least for a time.
But I hope everything is good with the sound and so on.
Approximately 2 years later, the whereabouts and safety of every individual shown in this video would be called into question, following a disturbing admission from a Kohistani local. An admission that began a multi-long year search for answers to a conspiracy that traced back to the very moment this recording began,
Your voice is lower
a
than the
moment
video.
that may have ultimately sealed the fate of 9 individuals in what has since become known as the 2012
hope it's now
Kohistan
better.
video incident.
Is it now better? Perhaps I put the mic like in front of me. Wait a minute.
I'd be willing to bet that many of you have a massive to-do list that only seems to be growing by the day. And for a while, one thing that was constantly on mine was booking a doctor's appointment. Back when I didn't have a primary care doctor, I tried calling around to different providers, but was always told the same thing. Either they weren't taking new patients, or it would take months before I was able to get in. And so I just kind of gave up and started continuously putting it off, always telling myself that I'll figure it out next week. And I'm sure some of you have gone through the same thing. Finding the right doctor and booking an appointment has become all too difficult in this day and age, which is why I recommend using this video sponsor, ZocDoc. They make the process of finding a doctor and booking an appointment convenient and stress-free, rather than calling around and hoping you might be able to see a doctor this year. ZocDoc lets you search and compare a massive network of local providers, while showing you actual appointment openings that you can book right on their site, often within 24 to 72 hours. Their network includes over 150,000 providers across over 200 specialties, and I can search for whatever specialty I might need and then book an appointment right through ZocDoc's free service. And this is something that I actually recently did. I don't know if it's just me, but my allergies have been horrendous this year. And so I used ZocDoc to hook me up with a local allergist. And I can attest to just how easy it is. And that made me realize that our health shouldn't have to wait. It's literally the most important thing we have. And I know it might seem small, but clicking the link is a huge step to prioritizing your health. Taking care of your health just got easier. Head to ZocDoc.com/Nick Crowley to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Thanks to ZocDoc for helping us all take better care of our health.
Setting, but I'm so destroyed. Like from this week, from today, like yeah. But why they got all missing?
On June 4th, 2012, a press conference was held in the city of Abbottabad, Pakistan. The speaker, a man named Afzal Kohistani, made the long trek from his home in Kohistan, high in the mountains, to spread the word of a horrific incident that had occurred in the previous days. He didn't just have a story to tell, but he also had a video to share.
Like for you guys, I was like 6 in the morning, like awake. Like I was at midday. Already, like,
with him was that grainy cell phone recording taken 2 years earlier, showing the group of 4 women and 2 men dancing after a local wedding ceremony. And while the footage itself was far from alarming, it was the context that Afzal gave it that would eventually capture the world's attention. As according to the man,
but it's nice to see
each of the women shown within this video had suffered a terrible fate, and it was all due to the existence of the footage itself.
Now finally a Twitch stream.
For years, the video had been lost on one of the men's phones, buried in a sea of other media, and destined to be seen only by his eyes. But fate had different plans, as for unknown reasons, in May of 2012, that footage leaked online. There it went unnoticed by most of the world, as in all honesty, the video itself just isn't that interesting. But in Kohistan, where it was filmed, it went completely viral. It was shared from villager to villager until practically the entire region had seen it, with it becoming a point of discussion for most. As for locals of that area, this video was far from normal. In fact, for many, it actually depicted evidence of a crime. Kohistan is a region bound by its traditions. For centuries, they've tried to preserve their culture and way of life. So much so that any breaches of said traditions are taken so seriously that they're viewed as legal matters. And in this footage, the women could be seen breaking several of them. For starters, women in Kohistan are not allowed to congregate with men from outside of their families. Doing so is blatantly illegal, and in this video, the women and men have no relation. On top of that, they're also from different villages, which is another infraction. But perhaps the biggest crime committed in this clip was that the women were clapping and singing in the presence of these men, despite the area having strict rules against dancing with members of the opposite sex. As a result, when this footage was passed around, it was actually viewed as evidence of crimes committed against Kohistani tradition, and it was taken very seriously. Now, despite being part of Pakistan and falling under its laws, Kohistan is unique in the sense that geographically it's next to impossible to effectively govern. It's nestled in the intersection of three major mountain ranges, making accessing it very difficult, and enforcing the country's laws next to impossible, as the area practically lives in its own isolation. Instead, the region is composed of largely self-governing villages who have their own sets of rules that they play by, and when a crime is alleged, they'll hold something called a jirga, which is essentially a tribal council comprised of village elders who determine if the party or parties are guilty and what their punishment should be. And oftentimes, these punishments will be most harsh when the crimes committed go against their tradition. And this video allegedly did just that. And so, soon after its release, a jirga was held, and discussions about what should be done to these women began.
It's very beautiful.
The story that Afzal was sharing so far was one that wouldn't have been shocking to many, as this had just become protocol for villages like Kohistan. But what was shocking was the punishment that these women allegedly received.
It's like really sweet. Like for that, it's
According
nice,
to
but
Afzal, once the footage was made public, all four of the women shown within the video, along with one other girl who wasn't pictured but had allegedly helped coordinate this gathering, had been rounded up and thrown inside a small room about the size of a closet that served as a makeshift prison. And inside, each day was misery. Every morning, the door would be opened and each woman would be doused with boiling water, causing their skin to bubble and blister. At night, the door would open again, and this time, the women would be covered in burning hot embers and coal from the day's fire. They were tortured in unimaginable ways, until finally, on May 30th, 2012, when at 2 in the morning, the jirga gave the final verdict that all of the women should be executed. The door opened one final time that morning at 2 a.m., and one by one, the women were woken up, restrained, and their throats were cut.
I say now religious reasons.
This was an appalling claim by Afzal. If true, what they did to these women was not only outrageously extreme considering the crime, but also very illegal, as jirgas didn't have the right to sentence someone to death. And because of this, those watching the press conference were left horrified. Honor killings aren't necessarily a new thing in Pakistan, especially in remote villages. But this level of sadism was unimaginable, and all for a blatantly harmless gathering. And yet Afzal claimed that not only had no one in Kohistan opposed the jirga's shocking decision, but even the family members of these women supported it. And they supported it so much so that they were the ones who carried out the torture and the eventual killings. Their fathers, uncles, brothers all partook in scalding them with water, burning them with embers, and cutting their throats. And no one tried to stop it.
Oh my gosh.
Except for Afzal. He had caught wind of the girls' torture while it was happening, and actively tried to intervene by alerting Kohistani journalists, though when this failed...
Like for real, I didn't have to know that severe, but they like family, your own family can be sometimes the biggest enemy. I mean, like, not the family that you make. I mean, yeah, okay, that can also be, just like, yeah, I noticed that now, like with the past week. I was like saying it already by the late gaming stream. I was a little bit ranting. I'm so sorry about that. I'm like not going now into this mode, but I was pissed. I'm still pissed. But like there was so many like stones put in between of like just a simple moving out, where it made everything much more complicated and harder. And the world was also like, yeah, damn, I'm coming around with like around the corner with a heat wave. Get that, eat that, like 36 Celsius degrees, like, bro. And then I needed to move like all the stuff back and forth with the bus. I needed to go to the bus, like, because everything, like, I say now, like, just not everything in detail, or else I'm gonna get mad. But like, just the short version. On Monday, I wanted to move, and someone should have helped me there. Was also saying to me that this person wanted to help me, or just like lends a hand for helping me. And it was also like at this time, like at the day on Monday, she said like, then yeah, like I have time between 4 and like 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., like 4 hours. Thought already like nice, like it won't be that much, surely like 3 times driving, and then it's like done. That's like in 4 hours in. And then like when the moment was where the group, I say now, like the person was coming, suddenly like was from 4 hours just like, yeah, I'm just driving only once. Like, huh? Why you're just like, why only once? Yeah, like we didn't say like something clear, like, and I was always thinking about like only once. And like because of this person, because it was then like said to me, yeah, like that this person would lend a hand, I was then also not like intensely like asking more around, because I thought, yeah, okay, then it's like now good, like it's done. And this moment where this person was like just suddenly like saying, you're like, no, I'm just driving only once. And I said like, yeah, but it's never ever like just enough for only once driving. Yeah, then just like look differently. Did you ask like a friend, or you can? Dude, yeah, like just I they said over and over like, call your sister, perhaps she's helping, you out or so. And like then also like instantly after it, oh yeah, okay, but when you're writing her now, then she has surely not help like to help. Yeah, they just wanted like to like just make me just like write her for like kind of like putting me like, I don't know, like lower than her or so. Oh, now you're coming crawling up. Like she was like doing so much BS like throughout the last 2 3 years, just so fucking like manipulative stuff, and also like intrigues like behind your back, like so fucking, so like absolutely the worst kind of person. Like absolutely, like I know shot, like I see sometimes why people don't want to hang with this. Yeah, like it's other point topic. Yeah, no, like it's just like I was then like taking that, took like one drive, was driving here to this place, and I had like a third of everything like still like 2/3 have been like in the old apartment. I was here at the first evening. I didn't even had my food with me. I had like a streaming setup and so on with me. Not even different clothes. I had like only the clothes with me that I had like then at the day at or like on. Like so fucking stupid. Like this person was like doing that so on purpose. I said it also like when she was saying like yeah only once driving. I said also yeah of course you can now like twist and turn that how you want of course because of course like it was like settled like very open because she was like saying in like lending hand and saying also the time and everything, and when someone is saying stuff like this where you just think okay it's now like going like this and then suddenly makes like a backstabbing move like this. I don't know, like if you can watch yourself in the mirror, like really. Now, like this was like fully throwing me off. I was like on Tuesday, Wednesday, fully like going with the bus, with the public transportation, just from this place, walked to the bus station, went with the bus to my old place. Luckily, the bus station was like in front of the door. I say now. Walked to my old place, grabbed 2 bags, and went to the bus, drove back, and repeated that like over and over and over and over. Like, oh my gosh, like until Wednesday I did that, like with Wednesday. And Thursday was then like the biggest help. Like the landlords here, like helped me out to get like all the other stuff like to this place. And I'm just so thankful that everything is now like here. Like, oh, it's like it's finally done. It's just like finally behind of me. Like, for this torture, like, it's today was like also the last stuff, like because there was still some stuff in the basement, and also tomorrow is the old apartment. Like the keys are, yeah, like the owner will have it. Yeah, like Friday was the first chill day, like a little bit, and I wanted to stream at the evening. And then I realized that the internet is too bad. And I had like so much a mental meltdown. Like really, I was like having such a fucking week and everything. Then finally I had like a day rest where I did my makeup and like nicely, just everything. And then I wanted to stream. I posted everything like everywhere that I'm online. And then I started the stream and I saw like just the kilobits per second was just like not even like working out at all. The stream was like a dire show, like really. No, like it was really bad. Like that was the cherry on top, like really. But yes, yesterday. No, yesterday. And like I'm hitting it every time. I hate this mic sometimes. Just like this fucking cable. I move my hand around, it goes to the North Pole instantly or what? Yeah, no, like it's just Saturday I was streaming. Yeah, Saturday I tried out with the LAN cable, and you see now like everything is yeah like good, except some dropped frames, but everything is really smooth going now. Yesterday I've had like a little break, and today yeah, like I was going to the socials and so on. I just looked now like that I got all the papers, got then also went to the bank, got the documents, and now I need like to look out also like all kinds of other documents. Just that I gathered that and then I bring it as fast as possible. The best situation would be on Wednesday. Like I said also to myself, like Friday is the last day. Like I need to do it like until Thursday, and then Friday to bring it. That is done. That at least like next week, if there's a case that I need like to deliver some more like documents, I don't know, can you be then that I can do that on Monday, or just then also waiting for an appointment. As soon as I'm like by the socials, then I get like a little bit money on the side. That it's like just for paying the bills and so on, for having food and everything. And then they help me also for getting like my own apartment, just helping me out for looking for it, and then also when it's about to buy or get it, that it's then like all like also settled like from there on. Ugh, it's like so much to do, or it was so much like already done, but still much to do. I'm just hoping like that when I'm like done with the documents, like gathering that and bringing that to the socials and getting then an appointment, and then having like this whole process behind of me, that is then the point where I will still have like some appointments by socials, I think every month or all 2 weeks, like one appointment where I need to go, just like talking like how the month was, how I should continue. But from this point on, when I'm like accepted by the socials, and I have like an apartment, hey, like here we're gonna chill, like we're gonna chill the fuck out. Like then I'm gonna nicely have perhaps some longer streams where I'm just having also sleep streams, or like a sleep section in the stream. Yeah, like we could do a really like a whole weekend full of one stream, or just like 2 days, 48-hour stream. I'm looking forward to it, but yeah, you heard it like already. It was just like a lot, like firstly like to do, that took a little bit of time, and also a lot of energy where I was just drained and needed to sleep. But now like when I have the more time and don't need to do extremely like a lot of stuff throughout the day, then the streaming schedule is like again the same. Yeah. Yeah, like I'm looking forward to it, especially like in the new apartment, in my own new apartment. Oh, that would be so nice, like decorating it and everything. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I missed like some messages. I just want to let you guys know, like also here on Twitch, because on Twitch, like the people can like rewatch it, and also like on YouTube then. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, like it was fucking brain wreckage. Like this person was backstabbing me so much. Just like saying my dad, like, yeah, I'm helping out, lending a hand, and then it's just like so only for the image, I say now, just like on the surface like looking good, but when you look then deeper by the iceberg, you see like the big problem. Don't let yourself submerge by the situation. Yeah, yeah, like I think I'm not like I mean like it was getting to me like here and there, but I'm happy like to have it behind of me, and I was like doing every day like non-stop, like no, not really like break days, some breaks in between of the days, but I was always doing something now in the last days or week. That's awesome, the landlord helped out. Yeah, hey, I'm so thankful for it. I said also like, hey, I need to give you guys like something in return, and they said like no, you don't have to. I said then like, okay, the next round of beer goes for me. Like I'm here not drinking, but he's drinking like just like a regional brand or so. And I said like, yeah, I'm buying then a 6-pack or so for him that he can drink, then enjoy. And I'm also gonna do my brownies, just that they have some snacks. Because when I mentioned like, yeah guys, I need to make you guys some brownies, then he said that, okay, I don't let how is that translated? I don't let myself tell that twice. Just like he instantly accepted. Like I'm doing the nicely like some brownies like here, trying to bake those and give them then like nicely like a treat or so, especially because they helped me. And then also a little bit cash, like when I get from socials, because they helped me. Like for them it's not like surely like not that of a big deal or so, but for me it was my whole stuff, and my mom and so on. They really threatened me. Yeah, when it's not like gone until Tuesday, yeah, like then we throw everything away. Yeah, like this and like you should have seen her face, like so arrogant and so like and like just fully playing games. And I said then also like, I'm not playing like those fucking dumb games. And then she was like so leaning forward, oh yeah, like I'm not playing any games. And I was mimicking, I'm not playing any games. Ah, I didn't said that. Like oh my gosh, like this conversation like so fucking boomer. Boomer tries like no hate against like the ones that are like here from boomer generation, but some boomers are just so ridiculous. Like okay, it's also not a generation like, but like from the pattern of of the conversation sometimes. Like here and then like, dude, um to be careful, the anniversary stream is slowly coming. Yeah, yeah, we will have it here. Yeah, then we make it on this stream, on this day, like the 48-hour stream with sleeping, of course. But then I'm not doing it like here on Twitch. Then I think I'm gonna do like a full stream, like yeah, by the late gaming stream. Be careful, the wanted to reread it already. Lol, let's go. That's so sweet. Yeah, like I need to give them like at least like something back. Like I said, for them it was surely not a big deal, but for me it was. And I wanna be also show my thanks, like really. Like yeah, like at least something. That is surely gonna be very much appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, like I think also like um like she like the landlord here has like diabetes. And then I said also like with the brownies, I said like I can also look to make something else, like something more like fruity, or sorbet, or just like a juice, a smoothie, like something like this. Just yeah, like that it's like also better for her. But she said also like no, that's no problem. Like he is looking forward for the brownie, like definitely. No, it's like awesome. Like the people here are so nice, like really really nice. Like I said also like, because it's like from the feeling like a motel, that there's also other rooms that like other people, couples or so, can like rent. I've like perhaps here in the next 2 months the whole time new neighbors. So like in a way it's like cool, but like I said, it's also like not in a way like a feeling I have my own, like it just feels like I'm a guest. Like it's yeah, like always like it, but yeah, I don't know if you know what I mean, what I want to say. Um that is And like I feel also like my tiredness is kicking hard. We go into like the video again. I'm so sorry. I want to just also quickly like to let you all know just yeah, before I just talk over the whole video. Yeah, like just big kisses to you guys. Like I'm really happy like that this rocky start in this new chapter is now kind of like behind of me. Now it's still some posts, some quests, side quests, now like main quest, like still to do. And when they're done, then we're gonna enjoy fully like here until I get them moving again. And then finally I can sell myself somewhere and have like my own place. Hopefully it's like also good, like a good place, like yeah, with good internet connection. Okay, let go. Sorry about this little break.
Then they went through with the executions. He left the region to alert the government of
But cheers
Pakistan
to
and the
y'all.
rest of the world to the atrocity that had happened in Khoistan. But for Afzal, this wasn't just about avenging the deaths of these girls, as he had another very important reason for speaking out, as shown in this footage, were Afzal's two brothers, whose involvement, he claimed, had also led to them receiving death
Cheers to
sentences,
ya, cheers to ya
with both
all.
brothers
Just
going
big
into hiding in order
kisses.
to avoid being killed.
Just very much
This
love,
press
like, for
conference
being
was
here,
essentially
guys, like,
Afzal's way of
for
trying
sharing
to
this
save his
time,
brothers,
as
as he
always.
knew that they could be found and killed at any moment, spurring Afzal
Cheers
to
and
act,
much love. Cheers
even at
and
the
much
risk of
love
his own
also.
safety,
Back
as
to
locals
ya,
had caught
to
wind
ya
of his
all.
previous attempts to speak with
Yeah, like,
journalists, and in response,
by
that same
Twitch,
juror that had sentenced
perhaps,
these
like,
women
I
to
will
death had sent an
definitely
angry mob of 40 to 50
have
men to
not
Afzal's
that
home
many
in order
frequent
to
streams,
silence him,
because
likely
I
not wanting
need
news of their
also,
illegal
like,
sentencing
to
to leave the region.
stream now more,
And after giving
like,
this
late
speech, Afzal
nights.
knew that that group was only
Just
going to
for
become
having
more
like at
angry.
least something on the side with
Based on
with
Afzal's
money or
testimony,
so.
the existence of this video had caused the torture and deaths of 5 women, dead at the hands of a radical Jirga and the victim's own family, who were now coming after Afzal and his 2 brothers. As if this footage had just been kept on that man's phone, no one would have even known that this meeting had ever took place, and therefore none of this would be happening. It's an almost fantastical
because of
story,
the video,
which begs the
everything-
question,
because it
was
got
any of it
leaked, huh?
actually true?
Huh?
Women in Pakistan's Khoistan who were allegedly singing and dancing with men at a wedding party were killed after a tribal Jirga committee of elders ordered their execution.
Afzal's story immediately made the front page news in Pakistan, but it wasn't without its controversy. At the end of the day, a story is all it was. He had no semblance of proof to back up his claims. In fact, Afzal himself never actually witnessed the crimes that he spoke of. He had simply been told about them by others who had, leaving the public perception to his story mixed. Within hours of his press conference, Maulana Javeed, the leader of the Jirga that Afzal was trying to expose, came forward to publicly disavow the allegations, saying that Afzal had made up this entire story in an attempt to get political asylum to the United States for both him and his brothers, and that the women in this video were completely fine, living their lives as normal in Khoistan. Both sides made their claims, but both sides offered no evidence, turning the story into a confusing case of he said, they said.
Yeah, like,
luckily though, the government of Pakistan had the
it's not
perfect
even
idea
that
to
clear.
get to the bottom of it, and so they reached out to Maulana Javeed and told him that if the girls were alive like he claimed, then he must bring them to the courtroom in Abbottabad as proof. It was a great idea, in theory, but ultimately the Jirga hit back on this, claiming that it would be dishonorable for these women to appear in court, as women in Khoistan aren't even meant to leave their homes under most circumstances, let alone travel that far and be shown in a public forum.
आपने उनमें से उनको फिर क्यों कल सुप्रीम कोर्ट में नहीं पेश कर रहे हैं?
वो तो हमारे क्योंकि रिवायात ये तारीख में कभी इस तरह के कोई वाक़या नहीं हुआ है कि कोहिस्तानी रिवायात में लड़कियों को अदालत में कचहरियों में पेश करना, ये तो वो मजबूरी है।
ये बताइए वो खवातीन जिंदा है या मर गई?
वो तो हमारे इल्म में जिंदा है।
Khoistan is one of the most socially conservative areas on the planet. It is a deeply patriarchal society, with women having severe restrictions on all aspects of their lives, especially when it comes to social engagement, making this the perfect out for the Jirga. And so the government came up with a different solution. If the women couldn't travel to the courtroom, then they would travel to them. And so they quickly got together a group of investigators and sent them up into the mountains to meet the girls there themselves, and hopefully confirm that they were in fact still alive.
And? Are they?
On June 6, 2012, a helicopter carrying this newly formed investigative team landed in the village of Gadar, where the women resided. Though they quickly realized that something was wrong, the village was practically deserted, and when they asked one of the few remaining locals where everyone was, they were told that most villagers had left the area due to the seasonal weather, including the women they were looking for, who lived spread out and even higher into the mountains.
Perhaps nature?
And to find just 2 of them would require a grueling 4-hour hike. It was certainly suspicious to some degree, but nevertheless, the team proceeded on that long walk until they happened upon the first woman, Amina.
Oh, they found one.
The woman before them appeared to have the same facial features, and was even wearing the same exact outfit that Amina wore in the video. On top of this, the other locals they spoke with would go on to confirm that she was the Amina they were looking for. Though proving this for certain was impossible, as the only information the investigators had to go off of was her name and screenshots from this recording, and so all they could do was document their findings and go on to meet the next girl.
Killed
Shaheen.
or so.
Shaheen's story is different from the others, as she was never actually shown in the footage. Rather, she was Amina's sister, whom Afzal claimed helped facilitate the illegal gathering that fateful night, and was therefore killed alongside the others for her involvement. With the most disturbing part being the fact that she was just 12 years old. But that was Afzal's story, and here, standing before the investigators, was a girl who appeared to be the same age, claiming to be Shaheen, as did her parents and all the other villagers they spoke with. Though given that her face never even appeared in the video, it was also impossible to verify.
Was like just fabricating that.
After meeting Shaheen, the group was informed that the remaining women lived even further away, and reaching them before sundown wouldn't be possible, forcing the team to return to Abbottabad, having only met 2 of the girls. But so far, their findings were extremely promising. Less than 2 weeks later, on June 16th, the team would once again visit Kohistan, this time armed with cameras to document their findings. There, they would meet 2 more of the women, Serene Jan and Begum Jan.
Okay, they found...
Much like the first 2 women, Serene Jan seemed to be a match, with her family and neighbors attesting to her identity, though it was noted that she was incredibly nervous and refused to speak unless her parents allowed her to, which was true also for Begum Jan, whose meeting was actually captured on camera. It was evident how nervous she was. She could hardly even force a smile, and didn't speak a single word. But despite this, everyone reassured the investigators that this was Begum Jan, and given how isolated the lives of Kohistani women are, perhaps her nerves were understandable. This left only the 5th alleged victim, Baziga, though she was nowhere to be seen that day, as she had supposedly fallen ill and was unable to come down from her home, which was even more remote than the team had gone thus far. But for the investigators, they had already all but confirmed that 4 of the women who Afzal claimed to have been murdered were still very much alive, with there being no evidence whatsoever that any executions had taken place, leaving the team with no real reason to believe any of his story. And so days after their second trip to Kohistan, the news would break.
Human rights activist Farzana Bari, who was accompanying the team sent to bring the Kohistani girls to the Supreme Court, says there is evidence that all the girls are alive.
The Kohistan video case was closed. It was a swift end to such an alarming story, as after just a few weeks, in the eyes of the public and the government, the stories told about this video were deemed to be lies, and Afzal was the liar.
Yeah,
but not everyone was so quick to agree with this conclusion.
She really didn't look
There
like
were
her.
obvious flaws in this fact-finding mission, the most glaring of which being that all the investigators had to go off of were blurry screenshots and some names. In fact, Dr. Farzana Bari, one of the investigators sent to Kohistan who actually met with these women, would later go on to publicly state that she was unsatisfied with their findings. As though the women they met looked similar to those in the video, they weren't able to conclusively prove that they were who they claimed to be, just given the resources available to them. But if these weren't the women in question, then who were they? Why were they pretending to be them? And why was the entire village lying about it? Well, this spread the conspiracy theory that the women the investigators met with were merely actors, coerced into pretending to be these women as part of a cover-up to disprove Afzal's story. A cover-up that had to be so massive that the entire village was in on it.
Holy shit.
It seems unlikely, But there was a vocal minority in Pakistan that truly believed this, including Afzal himself, as in his mind he was certain that those women had been killed, and that he and his brothers were next. And so, with a small group of supporters by his side, Afzal vowed to continue his push for justice. And at the start of 2013, he would go to the courtroom in Abbottabad and file a motion to have the Kohistan video case reopened, a decision that had sudden and direct consequences.
Oh no, they killed him.
Days after Afzal's court filing, he received a devastating phone call that his brothers had been gunned down and murdered in cold blood. But not the ones you might expect. Afzal was one of 6 siblings, and at this point, 2 of his brothers were still in hiding, living their lives in a secret location. But the other 3, Sherwali, Shah Faisal, and Rafuddin, were living their lives as usual, believing that they were safe as they had no involvement in this fight whatsoever.
Oh no.
They were sadly mistaken. And on January 4th, 2013, while walking to their local mosque in Kohistan, all 3 were ambushed by a group of gunmen and met with a barrage of gunfire. Seconds later, all 3 were dead. The murders were shocking, and made even more so when the culprits were revealed as members of the slain woman's family, as well as the jirga that had called for their execution. And their motive was simple. This was revenge against Afzal for sharing his story, and for filing that application just days prior. And as if the group's message wasn't clear enough, they would then surround Afzal's home and fire over 1,000 bullets into the structure. Luckily, Afzal had already moved to a secret location out of fear of this very moment.
Damn.
But the incident left him forever shaken.
Yeah, they wanted
like devastated.
See him dead.
As in trying to save 2 of his brothers, his fight had now cost him 3. But there was at least one minuscule silver lining, with that being that the jirga and the woman's family had now proven themselves to be murderous. But this didn't necessarily prove that they were actually the ones who killed these women. That was still just a theory, and a far-out theory at that. I mean, in the eyes of the Pakistan government, these women couldn't have been killed, as their investigators had literally met face-to-face with 4 of them. This was the main challenge that Reuters journalist Catherine Harold ran into after picking up the case. She had been reporting on Pakistani honor killings around the time of Afzal's press conference, and found his story to be believable based on her research into treatment of women in that region. But for his story to be true, then she knew that meant that the women presented to the investigative team couldn't have been who they claimed to be. And so, she took an image of Begum John, the woman who looked particularly nervous during the investigation, and Begum's official government ID photo, and sent them both off to Digital Barriers, a company specializing in facial recognition technology, and asked them to compare the images and determine if these 2 women were actually the same person.
The eye distance is not
the comparison came back at just 17%, or in other words, they weren't a match. This means that by all likelihood,
the nose.
This woman, the woman shown to the government as proof that Begum John was alive, and who the entire village identified as Begum John, was in fact an imposter.
Yeah.
It's a revelation that shifted the entire case. Suddenly, this once far-off conspiracy theory was proven to be at least partially true. And if someone had been impersonating Begum John, then it was more than possible that the same had been done with all the other women. And just like that, the Kohistan video conspiracy was in full effect. The government of Pakistan, however, wasn't convinced by the findings. In their minds, they had already investigated these claims, and they had little interest in reopening the case. But Afzal persisted, and he continued doing anything he could to get this case a wider audience, and force the government to reinvestigate. He did interviews on TV, filed motions in court, and even ran for office in Kohistan. But no matter how hard he tried, hardly any progress was made, until eventually years began to pass. The agony of waiting was hell for Afzal. Despite some of the women's family members being thrown in prison for the murder of his brothers, many were still walking free, and as were all the members of that original jirga, meaning that every day represented new risks to Afzal's life, new risks to his brothers' lives, and new risks to the lives of the women in Kohistan. Since the alleged executions of those 5 women, Afzal and his supporters had discovered evidence of over 50 other honor killings that had taken place in that small village over the course of just 2 years. A shockingly high number of people considering how few people actually lived in that village, with these honor killings being described as common as the common cold. Every household was being affected by them, but no one dared speak about it. They were all too afraid. The jirga held all the power, and speaking out against them would be breaching the tradition that they hold so dearly. And as a result, despite all the other killings, Afzal was still really the only one from the region that had been talking with the press. And this was finally about to pay off. In 2016, Afzal was featured on a Vice documentary that highlighted his story as well as the treatment of women in Kohistan at the hands of this bloodthirsty Jirga.
मैंने वो अपने भाइयों की इंतकाम लेने के लिए आज तक मैंने हर किस्म की कोशिश करने की पोजीशन में नहीं हूँ, लेकिन मैं कहता हूँ कि उन लोगों को कुछ न कुछ सज़ा मिल जाए, अंदर नस्लों को इस तरह की कोई तकलीफ न पहुँचे।
It was an extremely compelling video, showing us just how much Afzal's life had been derailed by the whole situation, as he was forced to live alone in hiding, separate from his family, including his children, wife, and 2 surviving brothers, who themselves were also living in hiding, in conditions that they described as being miserable. The story was about as harrowing as it gets, and as soon as the video released, hundreds of thousands of people would watch it, thrusting the Kohistan video case into a worldwide spotlight. And with so many eyes now on the case, and with so many people now calling for the Pakistan government to reinvestigate, they would finally relent. That same year, in November of 2016, the government called on that Jirga once more to bring these women to Abbottabad and show them in their courtroom so they could personally verify that they were still alive. And this time, they outright demanded it. Failure to comply would essentially be seen as an admission to these murders. There was no getting around it this time, and so that month, a group of 5 women and their families were all brought down from Kohistan, and one by one led into the courtroom with the hope of bringing this case to an end, once and for all.
And what happens then?
To protect the women's honor, no photos or videos were allowed in the courtroom, meaning all we know about what happened inside comes from officials' descriptions afterwards. The first thing noted was the conduct of these women. The girls produced were observed to be extremely nervous and frightened. They were hardly able to respond to queries. They had incompatible reflexes and face expressions. In response to most of the queries, it was commonly observed that they were supplied with words from elders, especially about their ages and husbands. The girls were terrified, too terrified to speak for themselves, and instead all their answers were fed to them by accompanying elders. But the strangeness of their mannerisms pales in comparison to the strangeness of their appearances, with the most bizarre being Amina. By appearance, she was about 15 years old. Reportedly, the video was shot back in the year 2010, and it surfaced on the internet in 2012. If we subtract 6 years from Amina's age, her age at the time of the video shooting would be between 8 years or 9 years, whereas the women visible in the video looked to be aged between 20 years or 22 years back in the year 2010. The girl that they brought to court claiming to be Amina was just a child, and based on her appearance, she would have been as young as 8 years old in the video, which clearly isn't the case. I mean, these are fully grown women, and the same was true for Serene John. By appearance, she was not more than 16 years or 17 years of age, meaning she would have been aged 9 years or 10 years in 2010. Along with this, neither she nor her father was able to tell her birthday or her age. These girls were clearly not the women from the video. They were just acting. And while these seemed to be feeble attempts, there were other aspects that made it obvious just how desperate this Jirga was to try and pass these girls off as real, with the most upsetting coming from the girl who claimed to be Amina. Now, Amina actually had her fingerprints on file with the Pakistani government already, and so naturally they went to collect this girl's fingerprints in order to compare them. But when they attempted to do so, they came back blank, which is when the officials noticed that the tips of her fingers had been burnt off. And it wasn't just her thumbs. Every single finger had the tips of them scorched off. On the spot, all 5 girls brought into that courtroom were determined to be imposters, victims themselves who were forced into pretending that they were the women seen in this footage. And considering the Jirga's desperation and the lengths they went through to now twice try and pass off different women as those from the video, it was clear that something awful had happened to the actual women. Something that they didn't want to ever get out.
Shit!
And with that, almost universally, the world fell into agreement that Afzal had been telling the truth all along. But any celebration from Afzal would have been short-lived. Months later, a fire erupted in a small home in Gadar, the village where all of the women once resided. And inside that home, 2 women and 3 children were trapped and would tragically burn to death. It was an awful tragedy, but according to the local Jirga, it wasn't an accident. As in its aftermath, they alleged that Afzal was the one responsible, claiming that he had started the fire in retaliation. This claim was complete hearsay, and there was no evidence whatsoever linking Afzal to the blaze. In fact, he wasn't living anywhere near the area at the time, but nevertheless, Afzal would be arrested for the murders of 5 people. It's a gut-wrenching development, and follows the trend of horrible misfortunes that Afzal suffered in trying to blow the whistle on this crime. But as his sentence commenced, the Kohistan video case continued
Well,
making
the
its way through the
27
legal system
minutes have
until
been
July
gone
of
so
2018,
fast, like,
when the
really.
news came in.
But I'm so tired,
It was
guys.
officially determined that
I'm so
Serene
sorry
John,
about it.
Begum John, and Baziga had all in fact been tortured and murdered by their families on order from the Jirga, with the confirmation coming as a result of confessions made from their own family members. And the entire time, the village had been working together to conceal the truth in what was described as a massive, coordinated conspiracy to cover up their crimes. Now, bizarrely, this revelation stated that the other two girls were actually still alive, as they weren't mentioned in any of the confessions. However, given what unfolded in court, this is universally doubted to this day, as most are in agreement that every woman shown in this video was in fact murdered 2 years after its recording, just as Afzal had claimed.
Then I drop into bed.
It's unlike any story I can remember hearing. One video, one wholesome, lighthearted video for that matter, is responsible for 8 murders, as not only were these 5 women killed because of it, but Afzal's 3 brothers were killed as a result of him sharing it with the world, making it perhaps the deadliest video I've ever come across. But as suggested earlier, this footage isn't considered responsible for the deaths of 8 people. It's considered responsible for the deaths of 9.
Huh?
The confessions in 2018 didn't lead to any immediate convictions, but it was at least proof in the eyes of the public that these murders took place. And this was followed by Afzal finally being released from prison in early 2019, a full 1.5 years after he was unjustly arrested. But despite being free, Afzal was hardly out of the woods. The case wasn't officially over yet, and he knew that the family and the members of the Jirga were still out there. In fact, around the same time, the family members who were initially convicted of killing Afzal's brothers were mysteriously released, for reasons that weren't specified, and they were likely now more angry than ever. And so after being released from prison, Afzal went to a local police station to request police protection, something that the court had already granted him. But in response, the officers said no. And when he tried pressing the matter, Afzal claims that the officers became so enraged that they dragged him inside a small room and beat him.
What?
Between Afzal being arrested and now this, it almost felt as though the government and the police were now against him, which could be due to the fact that Afzal had been very public with how inadequate and downright abusive the police had been towards him. And with nowhere left to turn, Afzal would post a video to his social media declaring that his life was in danger.
मैं 2012 से यही पुलिस की जिद में मैं जलील हो रहा हूँ। जवान था उसने ऐसी हालत मेरी की है कि और बहुत सबसे उठ के मुझे मारा है उसने। जिसके साथ करे मेरे खिलाफ करे या किसी और के खिलाफ करे, मैं इस नाइंसाफी के खिलाफ चाहे मेरे खिलाफ कुछ भी करे।
I'm so sorry for
Days
the noise.
later, on March 6th, 2019, Afzal arrived in Abbottabad to testify in the Kohistan trial, though he never made it into the courtroom. As he sat in the back of an unmarked truck waiting to enter, suddenly, the vehicle was struck by multiple bullets. Paramedics would open the door minutes later, only to find Afzal laying in a pool of blood. He would never make it to the hospital.
It's like then also when something like this happens, like so mafia or so, it's like really the dirtiest way always, like just waiting for the moment.
Afzal's death was devastating to so many, not only throughout Pakistan, but throughout the entire world. His relentless pursuit of justice and his willingness to sacrifice his own life in order to expose these crimes was something that was championed by so many throughout the world. And he had come so close to seeing justice served, as only a few months later, 3 men were arrested and sentenced to life in prison for the Kohistan murders, each being members of the girls' families. Along with one other, a man named Masoom Khan, a member of the Jirga who was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of Afzal. But even with this, people were angry. They were angry with the government for not taking Afzal's word more seriously. They were angry with the police who failed to protect Afzal and seemed to be actively working against him. And they were also angry at a rather unexpected source. The Vice documentary made back in 2016 was undoubtedly part of what put this case back on the map and back in the court system, but right from its release it garnered criticism for something that the showrunners had seemingly overlooked, with one commenter pointing it out. Wait, hold on a minute. Isn't it dangerous to expose his whereabouts like this? In the footage used, the crew seemingly showed the outside of the hideout where Afzal had been living, as well as where his family had been hiding. And in response to Afzal's death, many were quick to blame the documentary. You people had literally shot his location and his family's location. Damn, you killed him. By disclosing his hideout, Afzal Kohestani was killed by his enemies. This is really shameful and against the ethics of journalism. Why would you show Afzal and his family's hiding place?
So
and while it may seem a
stupid.
little extreme to blame a documentary made 3 years before his murder, it's given a bit more weight by the fact that Vice had actually
Oh my
re-uploaded
gosh,
the
I can't believe
documentary
that.
to their Vice Asia
This is,
channel
like,
at
really
the end of
stupid.
2018, where it went completely
for
viral,
real?
gaining more viewership than even the
Indirectly,
original upload.
yeah, they killed
Months
him.
later, Afzal would be killed.
Like you can like
and to this
say,
day,
yeah,
many
like,
still believe that
happened
Vice played an
perhaps not, or
unintentional
they
role in it.
had like other things.
But again, this is just public
indirectly,
speculation.
They
And
killed
at the end
him
of the
because
day, it was really on the
spreading
police and the
information
government
like
of
this,
Pakistan to protect him.
if
And they failed.
everyone that would help
It's a
to
heartbreaking
spread
end
that
to a
or
heartbreaking
spreads,
story,
like, in
and
other
follows
ways,
this trend of misfortune
is,
that
like,
Afzal dealt with
taking
throughout his
part
life.
in it, or can
And unfortunately,
be, like, the
that
key-
trend
key
continued
moment.
even after his
What?
death.
Is it good now?
Devastatingly, the 3 men arrested for the murders of these women would be unexpectedly released from prison in 2023, only 4 short years after their initial arrest. A far cry from life in prison, like they were originally sentenced to.
What?
And the reason for their release was just as upsetting, as the government cited a lack of evidence. These 3 men literally confessed to the killings, and they even discussed how they disposed of the bodies afterwards. And yet there suddenly wasn't enough evidence to keep them in prison, despite them
fuck is
already
going
being
on?
convicted. Meaning that after all of the death in this video,
Yeah, how should,
the
like, the
murders of
people have
Afzal's
been
brothers,
trusted the
the murders
government?
of these 5
When the
women,
government is
and the
still
murder
not,
of
like,
Afzal
doing
himself,
any laws,
only 1 man
or
is
doesn't
currently
like
in
push the
prison.
laws through it. Oh, that's crazy. Damn, what a video. As always, like, Nick Crowley's videos are just bangers. Guys, check his channel out. Like, I can highly recommend it. Check his channel out. Just always look what he has, like, to offer. Many, like, also, like, whether about one case at all, like how we had it now, or just like then, yeah, other yeah, like, so the disturbing things in the, from the internet, like, very cool videos. Check his channel out, and when you like the video, just also support in form of a comment or a like. Just big kisses also to Nick Crowley that we could watch it. I said it like before already, but just that was a really, really nice video. Also the 35 minutes, like, boom, so fast, gone. That was really, like, fast going. But like, the case, that was now a hard a hard pill to swallow, like, really. Damn, and everything because of this video. Just like, it's always something like a harmless, and also you see like everyone in the video was just happy, and like already this is enough for provoking like a full killing spree. I say now, it's unbelievable. But like, just much love, like, big kisses to you all. Also, like, for, yeah, like, just spending time with me, watching together. I would love to have nicely, like, a vapor right now. Like, I can't smoke in my room. I can't eat in my room. I can't smoke in my room. But vapor is possible. I wanted, like, to buy today, like, a Elf Bar Pro, which I can, like, just buy then, like, the pots and just put that in for smoking. But apparently they don't have it by the gas station of the grocery, yeah, store. How to say that? Like, the grocery store brand that I'm always go has also, like, gas stations, and the gas station version of it didn't have, like, those. But I'm not sure if it's true. It feels like that the cashier was just, like, looking at me and saying, like, I went inside and said, like, do you guys have, like, a Elf Bar Pro kit, like, here? And she was like, already while I was saying it, like, no, we have no. But it has in the background, it has, like, Elf Bar, like, vapors. I don't know. Perhaps she felt like I would be too young or so, and just, like, hushed me away. Like, I don't know. I was, like, just outside and just, like, thinking, like, did she lie right now at me? because I knew like there are like vapors inside, but perhaps not like the pro kit or so. I don't know. Always good videos. Yeah, like really like phew, really disturbing sometimes like the topics. But it's yeah spooky Monday, like really. A hard pillow, a hard pillow. Or just pillow alone is like such a nice word. Just I'm so ready for the bed. I mean like I'm inside of the bed or on top of the bed already, but I'm so ready for going then into the dream wonderland. Oh jeez, yeah. Oh gosh. You guys, I think we're gonna make one cheer and then I call it. Then we're gonna have then tomorrow a nice late night stream. Yeah, I'm looking also forward for this. Make then also like hear everything a little bit more. Yeah, like in a good order. Sort a little bit some stuff and that I have just more space like here in general. Yeah, but I call it now like here. Okay, one cheers to you guys. Mwah. Just big kisses for always spending time with me, with us all. Just big kisses to you guys. But now I call it. I would love to have like some last hits, some last puffs. But I guess then tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to buy then like the vapor. Go to, like to the main grocery store and then we have like then also smoking like still while streaming. Yeah, except Jace. Jace I need still to go yeah to smoke them outside. Except like until I get like a vaporizer for it. A dry hemp vaporizer. Yeah. But tomorrow already the normal vapor that I have like something like nicotine like at least. Like yeah. Just much love guys. Just big kisses like for being here, for chatting, lurking, enjoying. I really hope you all enjoyed it as well. Just big kisses also for the people like on YouTube or like in VOD later when you watch it until now. I also hugely appreciate it to you guys as well. Also like for the people that just followed and also yeah like just followed like throughout the stream tonight. Also big kisses to you guys as well. Hope it's not too loud. Oh. Just a little bit music now. But yeah, like just big kisses guys. I wish everyone a good night. Sleep well, sweet dreams when you get there. Or if you have day at the moment, I wish you also of course a great day. Stay healthy, take care of yourselves. And we're definitely gonna see each other then tomorrow again. Tomorrow then with more energy. Like, just that you all know it. Yeah, like, thank you. Mwah. And I should be then also like here daily online, like again. Or not here, but just like daily online, like in all kinds of different websites. Just always check out my Blue Sky, Twitter or Instagram account for getting the newest infos. Everything is linked like into the description or like in the bio. Yeah, just check out if you want to see a little bit more extra content I say now or the newest infos. Yeah. Well, thank you so much guys, like really. It's nice to be back, like really. That also the stream is working. Yeah. Now just the heat should be gone and yeah, like having a fan nicely for heating, for cooling off like in here. Yeah. Mwah. Just big kisses. Okay, I catch quickly up now like the chat. No, cheers, big cheers to y'all. Thanks for this fun spooky Monday, you're welcome. Also cheers to y'all. You're welcome to all of y'all, like really. Thank you so much guys, like as always. Just catch up on some sleep, I'm sure you need it, lol, much love. Yeah, like I was fighting now at the end so much against my eyelids. My eyelids are so tired right now. But yeah, thank you so much for everything, Red. Also like for popping up here, quickly saying hi and chatting, lurking. I hugely appreciate it. Have a wonderful time at work, I guess. I guess like you're still at work or so. Have a good time there. And then have also a good rest of the night, evening. Just big kisses to you. And hopefully see you then tomorrow or in the next streams then again. Just much love to you, Red. Have a good night, dear Luna. Rest well, rest also well. Thank you so much also to you, Tony, like for being here and spending time chatting. Just much love to you. And sleep well, sweet dreams when you get there. Just much love. Mwah. Just big kisses to you guys, like really. Sleep well, sweet dreams. Much love and hugs. Good night, Luna. Much love and also big hugs. My brain instantly not working anymore. Much love and also big hugs back to you, Frank. But like tiredness instantly. Thank you so much also to you, Frank, as well, like for being here, chatting, lurking, enjoying. I really hope you enjoyed it as well. Like while working is like always, I know it by you guys that you're always like just also joining while you're at work or in the middle of the shift. I hope it was still like enjoyable, but it also not too much distracting. But thanks a lot, Mike, for joining and for being here. And also to ya, Frank, have a wonderful rest of the night. Enjoy it and sleep well, sweet dreams when you get there. See you all like tomorrow then, eh? Sleep well and sweet dreams. See you soon. Thank you so much, Red. See you definitely soon. Like I said, I should be now like more online here, especially because stream setup is sitting. It's now like done, it's set. The internet is good. Yeah. Just it now like I'm adding them in the background more and more. Like the landlord said even she has like a picture of a puzzle that has like fully gothic vibes. And then she was saying like, yeah, I can give you that. And then you can put that like here in the background. And she's so sweet. I just like, just big hearts to her. Just mwah. Yeah, like just big kisses, guys. Like really for always bringing also good vibes into the chat. Like in comparison to the stream 2 days ago, I was like still filled up with the frustration and hate. Like really, the rant last time was. I'm so sorry about that, but yeah, like I'm very happy that tonight was just fully flowers and peace. Just big kisses, guys. Mwah. See you guys, see you definitely, Tony. Just big kisses to you all. Just much love. Oh, like it doesn't let me scroll. Still had fun finishing up now. Oh, hey, like then perfectly. Then have a wonderful start into the free time, Frank. Just big kisses to ya. Yeah, like guys, it was a huge pleasure. Like really, thank you, as always. Just big kisses for always being here and for always sharing the time with me. Mwah. See you all tomorrow, see you all in the next stream. Bye bye guys. Mwah. Oh, thank you. Like really, I hope it's also not echoing with like the music or so. But yeah, like it doesn't matter, I'm anyways going now. Big hugs, big kisses, big smooches, big smacks on the ass, and see you all in the next stream. Thank you so much, guys. Mwah. Bye.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Get it. Holding my face, holding my face.
yeah, ho. Holding my fate, ho. Let me help you out, kid. There we go. Rolled up on the set, real slow, with the lights low. Make the whole room slow down, down. Dark folk. Make the whole room slow down, north side. North side. North side. North side. I'm so high, they don't think I'll ever land. Generational weight I carry forever. Ay. Son, listen, man, dad isn't mad. I aim for the damn stars. Pressure creates diamonds, it's the least I can do. You know this life is real. Those boys keep talking. Woo. They can't run with the wolves. You done? Before I get back home. Don't call me your friend, east side. Don't call me your buddy, west side. Our beliefs are opposite. Our way of healing is opposite. I look and I only see frauds, complexes, and fears. Hey, I have a pain that hurts, it's so fucking deep. I took control of my lane, no, we're not the same. Back from the dark, I've been busy. Long nights, still working through my history. I've been walking through storms, don't doubt me. Diamonds been busting, rocked up, no Whitney. Hold up. Wait, give me that signal. Hold on, hey, feel the pressure building. I bet they running, still I'm in a city. Don't you fall back, come get with me. Holding my fate, yeah, ho, get it. Holding my fate, yeah, ho, get it. Let me help you out, kid. There we go. Rolled up on the set, real slow, with the lights low. One more night alone. Heaven, I'm coming home. One more night on the road. But I'll be gone before I get back home. What's wrong?